la 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 la. Live from the corner of Millgrove Boulevard and Jabroni Drive, the one, the only TSR Sports. What's up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Miami Heat fans? Thank you for stopping in. And for those of you that can't watch the game in San Antonio, apparently the game might be blocked where you are. I heard it's going to be on some Texas channel I'm not familiar with, so sorry. Yeah, that was terrible. But thank you all for being here. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help the channel. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. And as always, go Spurs, go! All right, whew. Now that's out of the way, let's talk to the chat. I'm excited. I hope we see our young guys tonight. Apparently you guys too, based on the poll I put in the community notes earlier. I also want to work on the emojis for channel members. I see they're not transparent PNGs, so I'll work on those. They're, for those of you that rejoined, apparently it keeps track of your previous month, so there's different levels now, and when you get to a year membership, you get the Tim Duncan 5-time champion emblem. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Let me bring on my co-hosts. You sometimes, and me as well, sometimes call him the Sandwich, but he's also known as the one, the only, Luka Samanic. Luka, thank you for joining me tonight. You wanted the best. You got the best. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Wow, I'm fired up tonight. I'm amped up. My light is so far away from me. Let me fix that. There you go, Luka. There's some light for you too, buddy. All right. Well, I'll be doing the play-by-play, and now that I got the hopefully some of the rust off in the last game I did against the Pistons, it'd been a while since I'd done play-by-play, and it was definitely a little sketchy at points in the game. Plus, it was my first time seeing the Spurs, and I didn't know everybody's numbers, and ESPN did me wrong and gave me the wrong numbers on some of the players. So when I watched them play, I was like, wait a minute, who? Oh, that's who that is. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping in tonight. Miami lineup, according to J Money, is Herro and Robinson and Max Struss and Markieff Morris. And wow, they're not playing any of their starters, are they? Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo, all sitting down? Luka is looking good. He's looking at you. He's looking at you, kids. Gabriel, it's on the NBA Pass for me, and it is being shown on the NBA Pass in Connecticut. I can't say the same for the rest of y'all. Quick update, my friends. So some of you watched the video on I've had some job issues. A bunch of Connecticut employees were suspended today. Not me. I don't know what's going on. I do work in an apartment that brings money into the state, so curious to see how that plays out, and we'll leave it at that. Let's focus on basketball. Yes, he is. Hopefully he turns into it's just as good as the other Luka. Got a long way to go. No, Ben Simmons. A lot of folks that bring Luka on. And Alex Sports, what's up? Alex Sports, my man. The New York Giants game this Sunday. That's the season. I think that's the season. We lose, we're 1-4. Forget it. So that is a huge game. The Spurs are on that night too, though. So we're gonna see what we did there. There might be a little conflicting schedule there. Finals prediction. The Nets and the Lakers. It's hard. Both teams are stacked. Alex, I'll actually be calling some Nets games this year for any Spurs fans that are interested in following along or anybody new to the channel. The Brooklyn Nets are my local team because I live in Connecticut, and there are two former San Antonio Spurs on there, Patty Mills and Marcus Aldridge. So I, one, want to call, watch some games because I'm already paying for it with the Yes Network. Two, it will help grow the channel, and I am here to grow the channel while having fun. And three, I want to follow the two former Spurs to see how they do. I want to be able to, maybe introduce some Nets fans to "Oh Mama" when Patty hits a three. Anyway, I want Jock up there as well. Patriots fan, how you doing? Gabriel, I don't think Primo's going to start, but that would be wow. So I'm going to really struggle with the Miami Heat roster tonight. Kyle Lowry is out for rest. It doesn't look like they're starting any of their normal starters. Like they're all out, and that's the lineup I have. So, oh goodness. Evan, I hope, but I doubt it. I'm doing good, thank you. And somebody else asked how I was doing earlier. I'm doing well. Tyler Herro, man, he is just tearing it up in the preseason. 25 points a game. Well, good for him. Murray and White and Kelman and Luka and Drew. Is that the starting lineup? Are you serious? Luka and Drew Eubanks are starting tonight? On the night I put Luka Samanic on the couch? He's starting? Cowboy X Factor, I'm going to try to call Nets games when I can work into my schedule. I don't want to work 30 days a month, calling 30 games in a row. But I do plan on calling a few Nets games here and there. And as long as the Nets games don't conflict with the Spurs games, I will always call the Spurs games first. That's my team. But if I'm not doing anything and there's a Nets game I want to see, like the Nets and Bulls next month, oh my gosh, I want to see that. Patty Mills, LaMarcus Aldridge versus DeMar DeRozan. Plus, you got two teams that are stacked. That's going to be a fun one. That's like November 6th or 8th, so I am pumped up for that one. Aldridge he came out of retirement, didn't he? Did he re-retire? Did I miss that? Because he retired last season because of the heart thing. He got the A-OK that he's good to go, and he's back as far as I know. Did something change? Primo, maybe. Are you going to watch the Halloween? Yes. Kelvin Johnson's Burner. I have Peacock, and it's on there, so I'm going to watch it. Heck yeah. I agree, Alex. If they're healthy, they're good. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it. The Spurs will do if Primo just way better than Murray. If he's way better than Murray or White, I've already said this. I think Primo's destined to possibly Derek White's replacement. Derek White, I believe, has 3 years left on his contract, and when the contract's up, he'll be 30 or a little north of 30. I think that's when the Spurs would probably move on from him, or put Derek in a bench role and make Primo the starter if he develops to the player we want him to be. But it's still early to talk about Josh. I mean, I was on the hype train a few nights ago. He's got one incredible game. We didn't really see much out of him against the Pistons, and I'm not going to go, he's a bust now because he had that one bad game. It's too early. I do need to do a video on Lonnie Walker because this is a contract year, so I got a lot to say about that and what's going to happen next. So we'll see. No, don't worry, man. All bad, no good? Yes, Cowboys Twitter. Always Spurs games first. Yeah, the Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I did think Aldridge came back. I'm really curious what's going to happen with Kyrie. I mean, I don't want to. I already did my video on what's happening in my life, so I don't want to talk about that stuff during the sports stream. But I get where he's coming from, but I get where the NBA is coming from. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out because the Nets. I mean, when you have your big three, as we can relate to as Spurs fans, to lose one of your big three, that would definitely set the team back. Or they could trade him. That's possible too. Aldridge 5 points and Patty Mills 7. All right. Front of the Spurs this year in the I think. Good evening, Luke. I think Josh Primo. The Spurs have to get a couple players off their roster, and I've seen some sites saying it could be this guy here. No disrespect to Thaddeus Young or Al-Farouq Amino. I've said this once, I'll say it again. I don't see them being in the long-term plans for the San Antonio Spurs. They're both pretty much journeymen. I believe they're both 30 and up. I think Thad is 33 and Al-Farouq is 30, or maybe it's vice versa. And we've gone young. Almost the entire roster is under 30, with a ton of players under 25. I mean, look at Lonnie in his 4th year. He's only 22. I believe DeJounte's in his 6th year, and he's, 25? So, I mean, we got a young roster. The gentleman next to me is, 21? I mean, it's very young. Josh Primo's 18. Danny Trent, what's up? If they trade me, he'll retire, so no team. Wow, that would suck. Mills, Forbes, you know what? Speaking of Bryn Forbes, I got to say I've been very impressed with him so far in the preseason. Yes, he's still a turntile on defense, but that's not why we brought him. And that's not why the Bucks got him. They brought him because he can hit a three. And he's been nailing the threes. He scored 20 points against the Pistons, was our leading scorer. And he's filling the role a very niche role. He's coming in, he's launching threes, and he's making them. And if Bryn can average 18 minutes a game and score 10 points a game, I mean, he's doing the Patty Mills role. He won't have, maybe the feistiness of Patty Mills. And, I mean, Patty wasn't great on defense, but Bryn's probably even worse. But he'll give us something off the bench and be that spark plug maybe when we need a big three. Good evening, Melistic. Rick, I don't really know about the Kyrie stuff. I think that's an NBA thing, not a Nets thing. Gabriel, the game should start any minute now, really. He is a drama queen. I will agree with that, Danny Menendez. He can play just... Oh, it's not home games. Oh, that's right. All right, that's what it is, Butterfly. Oh, how weird. So he can't play at home, but he can play on the road. That is awkward. Don't expect Forbes to do that again. Well, I mean, we'll see. Vamos, Spurs, vamos. Absolutely, Christian. Thank you, Tyrion. Hit the like. Thank you all for stopping in and hanging out on a Friday night. Luca making some sandwiches with TSR. Yes, he is. I'm glad to have Lucas Salmonich here. And who's out tonight? Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Dwayne Demond, Udonis Haslam, Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Victor Oladipo, PJ Tucker, Gabe Vincent, KZ Akbala. Oh my gosh, this is like most of the team. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to know who anybody is. Everybody I've got written down for the Heat is out. Oh boy. DeJounte, Derek, Luka, Kelman and Drew, Tyler Harrow, Duncan Robinson, Max Strauss, Markieff Morris, and Umar Yersteven. Geez, I'm gonna struggle with this lineup. Well, I'll do my best, my friends. I'll do my do my best. I'm excited that Luka's getting the start tonight. Bryn definitely better shooter than Patty. Yeah, probably. The Heat win the tip ball, the jump ball, if you will, and they will start the game. And how about Drew Eubanks and Luka Samanic getting the start? I like it. I like it. First shot of the game is short by Tyler Harrow, and it's Spurs ball. DeJounte Murray bringing up the court. Keldon Johnson gets the ball, drives into the paint, tosses it to Luka, and it goes off Luka's hand and out of bounds. Spurs turnover. Luka, you should have caught that, my man. You had that. Don't concentrate on being here with me. Focus on the game. Focus on the game, my man. It is Heat ball. We're all tied up at 0 in the first quarter. 11 and a half minutes to go. The game just started if you're just coming on in. Heat ball. Tyler Harrow with the ball, and I'll probably be saying his name a lot. Guarded by Luka Samanic right now. Crosses him over, starts to drive to the paint. Throws up the left-hand layup, and partially blocked, I think, by Luka. Nice defense by the big man. Guarding the smaller man as Keldon sprints up the court. Euro step off the glass, and he drops a deuce on the Heat. It is 2-0, and my screen went pink. Oh, it's back. Tyler Harrow with the ball again. Into the paint, passes it out, and Heat going around the world. Markieff Morris, pull-up J over Luka is no good. And Drew Eubanks with the rebound. Luka, my man. Luka is very nervous to TSR. We got some sandwiches in the chat. I see him. What's up, Junior? I'm excited for this game tonight. Spurs injury report. Ooh, who's on injury report? Drew Eubanks in the paint, throws it up and gets rejected. Block a Rooney. Block party in the paint. 10.5 minutes ago. Spurs up 2-0. And the Heat working it around. Duncan Robinson with the ball. Shoots the long three and in and out. DeJounte Murray with the defensive rebound. And he'll bring it up for San Antonio. Gets it out to Derek White. Back to KJ. KJ drives baseline and a big collision and a foul. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Keldon Johnson. I got to say, I liked having a game clock up there, but it's so much easier to call these games and enjoy the game without having to constantly stop and go the game clock and make sure it's right. If you're from Connecticut area, what your story about how you became a Spurs fan? Actually, I'm from Massachusetts. I discovered David Robinson late 1990, early 91. Didn't have an NBA team. And the rest is history. David Robinson may be a Spurs fan. That's a three-pointer for Max Strauss. And the Heat take the lead, 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. Go Spurs, goes right, Stephanie. And Abe, that's what I like to see in the chat. Let's get this lead back. It's early, whatever. Derek White starts driving the paint, kicks it out to KJ. Baseline three is going to be short. Keldon struggled with his shot a bit this year. I mean, it's just a preseason, but has he hit a three? I feel like he's missed them all. Tyler Harrow with the pick and roll starts to drive. Free throw line jumper is going to be short. Both teams shooting very poorly. Offensive rebound gets swatted back to Harrow. He drives in the paint, throws up another shot, and this layup is good, and the Heat are up 5-2 with 9.5 minutes to go. Wow. Some pretty poor shooting tonight so far. It's a Friday night. Maybe the players would just rather be out doing anything but playing basketball. I'm just kidding. Derek White kicks it out to Luka. Luka out in three-point land. Starts a crossover, behind the back dribble, spins around, almost loses the ball, drives into the paint, throws it up, and it's no good. And the rebound will go to the Heat. Nice moves, maybe a little sloppy, but, I mean, I like the effort. Didn't make the shot, but I like the effort. That's all I can ask for. Give me some effort out there. Show me some heart. Show me something. Heat ball, 8 on the shot clock. Who dat in the post? Can't see who that is. The jumper is no good. And Luka with the rebound. That was Markieff Morris with the jumper in the paint over Derek White. Missed the shot a little short. DeJounte will bring it up. Drives, gets into the paint. Tough, difficult shot. Bounces off the rim and no good. And the Spurs cannot buy a bucket. Good night. What is going on here? What's up, hot boys? Kind of weird saying that, but hey, it is your name. 3-point attempt. And that's a brick by Max Strauss. Everybody's missing their shots tonight. And a steal by the Heat. Now we're going to have a jump ball between DeJounte and Markieff Morris. Morris fell on the floor with the ball. DeJounte pounced on him. Jump ball. That's what I'm talking about, Rick. That's what I'm talking about. Gabriel, not a fan of any Boston team. I'm a fan of the New York Giants and New York Yankees. I grew up in a New York household, living in Western Massachusetts. Nobody had an NBA team, so I went out and found my own, the San Antonio Spurs. I know it's kind of weird. New York, New York, San Antonio. One of those three is absolutely abysmal right now. New York Giants. By the way, I'm sure we have some Cowboys fans in the chat. We play all Sunday. I don't have a good feeling about that game. Your offense has been explosive, to say the least. Spurs ball. Jonty, quick pull-up is no good. Ball's going to be knocked out of play off Kelman. It's going to be heat ball. 8 minutes to go, and the Spurs have 2 points. Y'all got 2 points. 2. That's only 2 more than me. Come on. Duncan Robinson with the ball guarded by Derek White. Goes backdoor and throws it out of bounds. Spurs balls trying to hit, I believe, Markieff Morris cutting backdoor. That's turnover. Trey Jones is out again. Yeah, he's so it probably is a more trial and error, but I still want the team to win. I mean, I'm a homer. I want them to win. Oh, Derek White gets clobbered in the paint. No whistle. Luka gets the loose ball. Drives in the paint. A beautiful jump. I think he just jumped over Derek White's limp body in the layup. Samanic scores. Good job, my man. Ooh, that's a 3 from deep for the Heat. Did not see who shot it as he stepped off screen, and I was tapping Luka on the shoulder. DeJounte drives in the paint. Back to Luka. Luka with a tough jumper. It's going to bounce around, no good, and the loose ball is going to go to Tyler Herro as he brings it up for the Heat. Luka very active at least. And a quick 3 down the other end, rattles in and out. Spurs ball. DeJounte will bring it up the court. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. DeJounte not shooting like he did in the opening game of the preseason, was launching shots left and right. Kicks it out to Keldon Johnson for a wide open 3, and he misses a shot, gets his own miss, steps out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. Keldon is struggling with his shot this year. Wow. Luka? No, it's Luka. What's up, Mario? Hey, Jolin Chang. Yes, Luka has half of the Spurs points, and he's on the couch. I'm feeling like he's coming out of the game, though. Home run, Red Sox. Okay. We are in a timeout. Thank you guys again for hanging out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got 38 likes. Can we get to 50 before the first quarter is over? I would appreciate it very much if you have not hit the thumbs up and not sure what it looks like. Well, it kind of looks like that. That, by the way, is the classic game. I think it was against the Suns. I don't remember for sure, but I know it was Shaquille O'Neal getting hacked in the first 5 seconds of the game. He looked over at Pop, and Pop's like, hack is Shaq. He's starting the game. When he did good in the bubble, people blasted them that it was just the bubble didn't count. When he does good in the season, people are sure going to blast him against the I don't know what to expect from the Heat this year. It's on the NBA Team Pass or League Pass. From speaking to some of you in Texas, the game may be blacked out because if you have the pass, because it's being shown on what channel is it on in San Antonio? Is it on Bailey's or Ken's 5 or one of those? DeMar DeRozan's a good player. Butterfly, agree. I think he'll be better on the Bulls. I don't think he's good as a number 1. I don't think he's a player that's just, he's not a LeBron James or Steph Curry, those type of players, Kevin Durant, but he is, I think he'll make a very good second solid option, maybe even a third option in Chicago. We shall see. Evan, his 3-point shooting looks very sus so far. It's only the preseason. And Luka's probably trying, yes. I mean, when you see websites saying that he's playing for his roster spot, I can see him pressing a little bit. I'm sure he does not want to go down to the G League again, 3 years in a row in the G League for a first-round pick. That would really suck for him. I have no idea if it's on the Spurs app, Dan. The Spurs app doesn't work for me because I live in Connecticut, so unfortunately I'll never be able to help you guys out with the question in the Spurs app because it doesn't work for me. Possible. J Money, possible. 26 Fox Sports in Spectrum. Thank you, Danny. In San Antonio, it's only on the Spurs app. Oh, okay. All right. That bummed me out. I wanted to watch the first game against the Jazz on the Spurs app. I'm like, okay, it's being shown on the Spurs app, but asked my, where I live, and it said, nope, you are not from San Antonio. Is McDermott already coming in? So Luka got half of the first quarter. All right. Tyler Harrow in his third NBA season, 2020 NBA second team while working. And an alley-oop and a botch by Markieff Morris. Gets his own miss, puts it back in. It is 10-4. And I'm not on my scoreboard. Well, get on your scoreboard, you schmuck. 10-4. 6.5 minutes to go. And I do see Doug McDermott has checked in for Luka, unfortunately. Calvin with a free throw line jumper. No good. Doug McDermott with the offensive board, but he loses the ball. That's a turnover for San Antonio as Kellen Johnson has been kind of brick city with his jumper this year so far. I hate to say that. I'm wearing his jersey. Believe me, I'm rooting for him. Harrow with the shot. No good. McDermott with the rebound. Spurs are 2 of 10 from the field right now. Derek with a quick baseline three. No good. And a fast break dunk for Max Struss. The Spurs are looking bad right now. I know it's the preseason. They're looking bad. I support your height. Jonathan, nice behind the back dribble, pulls up for the J. That rattles in, and the Spurs get a much needed bucket. Squid Game? What is Squid Game? All good, Danny. John Cardinal, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. It is Heat ball, and I'm going to struggle because I don't know all their players as they're sitting just about everybody. Nice anticipation steal by DeJounte Murray, leading a fast break, kicks it out to Doug McDermott for three. No good. Drew Eubanks with the solid offensive board, puts it back up, and it'll go in there. One. All right. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first Q. 12-8 Heat lead. Drew Eubanks going to the line. I can't say this dude's name, but 77 for the Heat with the foul. I couldn't quite see his whole name. Begins with a Y. You're something. I don't know. 77 for the Heat. Who is he? Sorry. Drew Eubanks' first free throw, or only free throw, rolls out. Watching on NBA Team Pass. Duncan Robinson with a nice pass to number 77, and he throws down a vicious one-handed right-hand dunk. Number 77, who is it? I can't see the you're at 7. You're at 7. Kelvin with another shot in the paint, and he can't get it to go. That one looked very forced. You're at 7. I got it. Duncan Robinson for 3, no good. And Derek White gets clobbered. Whistle on the Heat. He's okay. Hey, Joe Robertson. Hola, mi amiga. Our Yankees. Thank you for joining TSR Sports. I need to fix your emblems so they don't have little white backgrounds, so they're see-through just like an emoji. But thank you for joining the channel. Yeah, it is your 7. I finally was able to see his whole name. I only saw Yurt. Hey, Asia babe. That means a yes. Every time I see Derek hit the floor too, I hold my breath, and Derek's coming out. Lonnie Walker's coming in, and that young man, we all like Lonnie. Well, most of us like Lonnie. This is a big year for him. This is his contract year. I'm going to do a video on it very soon, maybe this weekend. Actually, I'm off the next 4 days, so maybe I will do a video on Lonnie. Thaddeus Young is checking in for the Spurs as well. Derek with a runner in the paint, and it's no good. It is Heat ball up 14-8 with 4:25 to go in the first Q. Are doing good, Commando Ninja. Long three for the Heat. Boink, no good. Fight for the board. It's going to be out of bounds. Spurs ball. Thank you, David. I'm glad to be back. Not doing those morning recaps has been a saving grace. As much as I like doing them, that's what just burned the crap out of me. Plus, the Spurs playing 4 or 5 games a week was not normal. Bryn Forbes in and throws up a 3, and it's no good. And the Spurs shooting woes continue. Duncan Robinson with the defensive rebound. And it is Heat ball. Oh, what? That's not a charge? Markieff Morris ran over Derek White. Gets the shot and one. Can I see a replay? Maybe they're saying that was a flop. I don't know. I'm torn between my Heat and yours. That's a good one. That's funny. Thank you, J Money. Appreciate you. Because a lot of Heat players are sitting tonight, so all the players I have normally written down on the roster, he missed the and one. They're not playing. Spurs ball, 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go, and down. Hey, I am back, Bunny. Thank you. Derek White with the ball, bounce pass to Young, back to Lonnie Walker. Walker with a very acrobatic move and makes the left-handed layup. Very nice, Lonnie. Very nice. Lonnie has been more aggressive this year. While he's been a little hot and cold from the field, I like the fact he's taking more shots. Morris with the jumper over McDermott. No good, and they're going to call a late whistle. Sup, Zachary? Rich, did you see that? Alex, I did a reaction to it. For those of you that don't know, I do have a comic book channel now called TSR Comics. It's on the main page of TSR Sports. My music channel's there too. TSR Music, TSR Sports, TSR Comics. But I did a reaction to the Far From Home trailer and the Venom 2 trailer. So I'm going to do trailer reactions, comic book talk. I'm a huge comic book geek. I have been for 30 plus years. More than that. I've liked the Incredible Hulk since I was 1. So I've been a comic guy really since over 40 years, my whole life. And the Righteous are back. Yeah, it's still early. I mean, we need some primo power. Markieff Morris missed the first free throw, makes the second one. 3.5 minutes to go, and I need Masagua. Primo plays, he won't play until the second quarter. That's my prediction. This man started tonight. He had 2 points. Dad Young in the paint. I don't know if that was supposed to be an alley-oop or a shot, but it was all air either way. Number 20 for the Heat gets into the paint and scores. I need some help again. Who's number 20? Never mind. Potter. Got it. Saw his back. Potter. Put him down. Another miss by the Spurs. Fight for the board by McDermott. He can't get it. And it's Heat ball as the Spurs are just... Oops, 19-10. My bad. Score on the wrong side. I got it. I'm fixed. And turnover by the Heat. Spurs ball. No Selena Gomez. She was here for the last game, and we lost. So Bam Adebayo's out. PJ Tucker's out. Jimmy Butler's out. Kyle Lowry's out. What I do, my friends, is I go to ESPN, and we have a timeout. I'll have the main starting lineup, the front 5, on a notepad, just in case I can't remember one of the players. And then I have the second unit, and then some of the third unit. Well, the Heat are resting their whole first unit pretty much tonight. Have I seen Spider-Man? Yes, I did a reaction to it, Asia. So you are TSR support and Hot Boys. I mean, I have I have a lot of hobbies. I mean, it's very time consuming. I mean, if you look at my hobbies and things I like working out, sports cars, playing basketball. Obviously, the San Antonio Spurs and calling NBA games on YouTube channel. Love comic books and comic book movies. I play Magic the Gathering Commander. Obviously, football with the New York Giants, the UFC. I got a lot of different hobbies. I'm trying to think what else. Movies. I'm a movie guy. I mentioned the comic book movies. So yeah, I'm cycling, big hobby of mine. Sports cars with my Mustang. No wonder I'm single. I just don't have time for anything. I'm gonna put a link to my comic book channel in the chat. And if you guys, anybody's in the comic books, by all means, feel free to come check it out. It's still a new channel. Being fully transparent, I would love to get that channel monetized. It is for fun, but if I can make a little scratch, that'd be great. Plus, I want to start doing giveaways on the channel. I have a lot of duplicate comics or triplicates, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a P.O. box probably shortly, and when I get 1,000 subscribers, maybe I'll give away like Infinity War 1 through 6, you know, kind of introduce people to comics and whatnot. So here is the thing. This is the link to the channel. I'll drop it in the chat. We have a whole 44 subscribers right now. And we're at 48 thumbs up, 2 away from 50. How I feel about the Dallas game? It's going to be tough. No way, Butterfly. That Dallas game is going to be brutal. For the Giants to win, the Giants have to score more than 30, in my opinion. The Dallas Cowboys are going to score. That's a very, very talented offense. And our defense is very, very suspect. So the Giants to win are going to have to win something like 34-31. It's going to be... Should be a fun game. If Jones and Barkley can keep on the momentum they built the last week, and then Galladay, Kadarius Toney play like they did, and if we get Shep or Slayton back, I don't know if either one of them's good to go for tomorrow. Hopefully at least, or not tomorrow, Sunday. Hopefully at least one, or preferably both. But if we have all 4 of those wide receivers clicking at once, it could be a very potent offense. Just as a lot of ifs, much like the Spurs, a lot of ifs. Vlogging, John. People have asked me to do it. I thought about doing a cooking channel because I got a lot of hilarious stuff that popped in my head when you guys suggested it. Just, I'm like, don't want to do videos that take a lot of time to create. But if I'm just doing stuff on, like, the reason I do Spurs news videos now, the game's back on 2:45, where I'm just kind of sitting there and doing a quick 6, 7, 8 minute without any editing, is it saves time, and a lot of editing really contributed to my burnout last year because that takes time. Spurs ball, Young in the post, out to Lonnie Walker. Walker drives into the paint, throws it up high off the glass, and gets an air ball as the rim does not catch the ball. You guys are funny in the chat. Heat ball, 2:15 to go, 19-10, Miami Heat lead. Quick pull-up jumper is no good. Who would that? That was Potter with a missed shot. Bryn Forbes, quick three down the other end. Bryn Forbes for three, and man, Bryn Forbes, we brought him back. We needed three-point shooting. He has not disappointed. Say what you will. I was happy you left, but you know what? Not happy you left, but, I was indifferent about it. But while he's here, I'm going to root for him. And if he can prove me wrong and say, hey, I deserve a place on this roster, more power to him. I'll be happy for him as we have a whistle. And that's going to go against San Antonio. Al-Farouq Amino and Thaddeus Young are in the game right now, the two former Bulls forwards. I do not think Rich wants a kiss. No, I don't, Butterfly. I do not. Lonnie over there talking to Pop right now saying, hey, how's it hanging? Yeah, a little to the left. What? Who said that? Long. Max Strauss is a sniper. Holy crap, he just shot a long three. 22-13. Spurs down by 9. 1:35 left to go in the first Q. DeJounte Murray with the ball deep in three-point lane. Crossover out to McDermott. He'll get it to Devin Vassell's checking the game. Devin in the paint. Pull-up jumper is high, arcing, and good. And Devin, while he hasn't shot particularly well either, I'm glad he's been more aggressive in the preseason. I want to see what our young guys can do. I know some folks are like, hey, why don't you want to see the vets play? I'm like, I know what the vets can do. These are the young guys to do. But Pop's also looking for team chemistry as Max Strauss takes it into the hole and puts up the layup. Max Strauss looking to take over the game from the Miami Heat. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 24-15 as Max Strauss has 10 points and 2 boards on his way to a 40-8 line if he keeps it up. DeJounte out to Thaddeus Young for 3. No good. Knocked out of play. And he'll stay with the Spurs with 14 on the shot clock. 51 seconds ago. Right, Ballistic? Hot boys, how old do you think I am? Let's do that. Nobody say in the chat. How old do you think I am? I'd like you to take a guess. Just throw it out there. Take a guess on my age. And if anybody doesn't know my age, feel free to throw a guess on there too. As I just missed the bucket by somebody. Oh well, 24-17. So I was looking at the chat. Heat ball. Markieff Morris, pull-up jumper is an air ball. Caught by Thaddeus Young. 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Gets it out to Lonnie Walker. Walker back to DeJounte Murray, who looks up at the clock. 15 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. DeJounte drives out to Don McDermott. Almost a turnover. Lonnie gets the loose ball. Back to the Doug. Doug drives out to Bryn Forbes. 5 on the clock. Bryn Forbes with the runner in the paint. Bounces around and no good. 63. Really? Good evening, William. 63? I would be the youngest looking 63-year-old in history of 63-year-olds. 20? That's a little on the young side. 32? This team can't shoot. And almost a steal by DeJounte Murray, and that's the end of the half. Quarter. End of the quarter. 45. We got numbers all over the place. Ben Simmons with the 43. I'm not 43. 41. MH, what is going on? Q2 on the way. Did the person that actually asked me guess yet, though? No, they have not. So I will give them a minute. Phil, what's up? Well, I got the game on my computer through League Pass, but not on my TV. Phil? That's very odd. And thanks. 53, huh? You schmuck. Why I oughta. I did, for the members, if you hadn't heard me earlier, I did update all your emojis. There'll be different emojis for levels, months 1, 2, 4, 6, or however it runs, but they're apparently not transparent. All right, you guessed my age. Rose, 33. Some pretty good guesses in here. All over the place. We've had between 20 and 63. Denise, what's up? Denise Estrada. Are you related to Damian Estrada? By chance? Because he's a member of my chat. Ben Simmons was talking about his free throw percentage at 43. Oh, ow. You know what? I didn't watch the Sixers in the playoffs, but I did look at Ben Simmons' playoff run last season. Yeah, that free throw, that was Shaquille O'Neal-esque free throw shooting. Wow. Absolutely just, absolutely terrible. Did we get to 50 thumbs up? We did. We got 61 so far. It's a Friday night. It's early. I decided to skip my birthday this year, so I'm still 41. Interesting. Does that skipping a birthday thing work? I mean, how that works out for you. Or what if you start taking numbers off? Like, what if you're 39 and then next year you're like, I'm going to be 38? You just start going in reverse. Spurs signed Jalen Morris today. Who? I would love to see Primo get some minutes. Ah, okay. I do remember YT underscore obey my pump. All right, Denise, I do remember that. Yeah, I don't know what to say to all that, but it's all good. Luca, little sloppy. Had some nice moves. One was incredibly sloppy, but somehow he made it work and got to the rim. Not terrible, not great, just kind of in between. I think he was pressing a little bit. What about if you're can't I take a year off for that? Oh, I got confused for a second. That's true. That's true, Daniel. It is Spurs ball to start off the quarter. Luca's back in the game, and I think he just turned the ball over. Come on, man. Not going to earn your roster spot that way. It is Heat ball. We have a drive, we have a runner, and we have a putback by Yurtseven. That was a runner by Smart. It's 26 to 17 in the second quarter. Heat up. Land the smackdown on the San Antonio Spurs. A John Murray crossover. Nice move. Pull up jumper is long. Luka with the putback. Tips it in. Luka Samanic with the offensive board. Come on, my man. I want you to succeed. Let's go. It is Heat ball, 26 to 19. Tyler Hero. Step back, thinks about shooting, changes his mind, gets the ball back after a quick pass. Launches a long two over Luka and swishes it. His foot was inside the arc, though. Wait, it's 20. Did I put the score on the wrong side again? I'm sorry. I'm still a little rusty. It's 28-19 now. I gave the Heat the points by error. It's 28-19. Bryn Forbes starts to drive to the paint. The runner is good. Bryn Forbes looking good again tonight. Oh, by the way, my age. I'm 44. Some of you were very close. I don't know if anybody actually guessed 44. Wow, the Heat are just starting to launch them, and that's a 3. 31-21. Spurs down by 10. Heat are 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. The Spurs are only 1 of 8. Samanic with the ball. Stops, kicks it out to Forbes. Forbes step back 2 is no good. Samanic fights for the board, but the Heat will get the ball. Smart will bring it up for Miami 10 minutes ago in the first half. Smart trying to cross over Lonnie, pick and roll. Thinks about a 3, will pass it out, and that's a 3-pointer by Potter. And oh my gosh. Brady ruined Atlanta again. Hey, you, Phil. You messing with me. I think it is. Samanic with the ball. Pull up from the free throw line is going to rattle in and out. No good. But I like the fact he's shooting and he's moving well with the ball sometimes. Another 3 for the Heat, and that one's just a total brick. 9.5 minutes to go, and we have some substitutions. Taco Fall in the game? All right. You were one off, Ben. I'm watching on the NBA Pass, Darren. NBA Pass. Sedge, are you talking to me? That's an odd thing to say to somebody. DeJounte Murray out to Lonnie Walker, launches the 3. In and out. Luka fighting for the offensive board, can't get it. Yurtseven will come down with the ball, and it is Heat ball. 9:15 to go. Up by 13. Tyler Hero drives into the paint. Very high layup off the glass is no good. Spurs get the ball. Lonnie sprints up the court. DeJounte sprints up the court. Crosses over. Nice reverse layup. I don't know. I got DeJounte confused with Lonnie. Oh, they're both wearing those arm sleeves, and Lonnie has one leg sleeve, so I got a little confused. And that's a foul on the Spurs as Potter was taken into the paint. Looks like he's going to the line for 2 with 8:50 to go. This Is this supposed to? Yeah, it's a Friday night, I guess. I don't know. A little odd tonight. Potter at the line for two. You know what you talking about? Huh? What? First free throw is good, and this. I know it's just a preseason. Yeah, I'm starting to have a little concern with our San Antonio Spurs here, my friends. Uh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Back-to-back games where we're down double digits in the first half is not a good feeling. 36-23 as he hits both free throws. DeJounte will bring it up for San Antonio. We got Drew, DeJounte, Kelvin, Luca, and Devin in the game. Drew in the paint. Double clutch, throws it up. And he's going to call for traveling. Another turnover for San Antonio. Spurs have not made the playoffs the last two seasons. Why does Greg Popovich have a huge Band-Aid on his head? Was he like Doc Brown and fell off his toilet and banged his head? He's got like this massive Band-Aid like this. He's got like a Band-Aid like this on his head. Tyler Hero drives in the paint and he travels. All right. Back-to-back traveling calls. NBA Finals standing, Nets and Lakers. Asterisk as long as both teams are healthy. Oh, the Bulls could be lethal too. Don't sleep on the Bulls. No, it looks like we're going to have trouble scoring right now. Yeah. DeJounte pull-up jumper is no good. We're not making shots. I guess fans out will find out this year. Ooh, big collision. A couple players go down. We're going to have a foul on possibly DeJounte as him and Smart get tied up. Yep, on DeJounte. I mean, if this team can't score, has trouble scoring all year, at the very least, people will be like, man, DeMar DeRozan really was more important to this team than we can ever have imagined. But he still had to go. I mean, we weren't going to win anything with him. Let's be transparent. Heat ball, 14 on the shot clock, 8:12 to go. Up 36-23. Quick pull-up jumper by Harrow is good. Man, this kid can shoot. 15-point game. Matthew, what's up? Thanks for being here, Heat fan. Heat fans, thank you all for stopping. Appreciate you being here. Devin Vassell. Nice crossover, step back, pull-up jumper. High arc is no good. What are we shooting tonight? Like 30%? Tyler Hero just absolutely crosses DeJounte Murray out of his shoes, gets into the paint. The pull-up jumper is good, and we are down 17. Benjamin, this offense looks bad. I don't know how else to cut it. Say it. This offense looks terrible. Terrible. DeJounte out to Luca. Luca's going to take a three. Just misses. No good. And nothing is going in for the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, my goodness. Tyler Hero, pull up from the free throw line. Good. Wow. Can we get Josh Primo in there already? DeJounte pull-up is good. Just inside the free throw line. The reason why Pop has a band in his head is because Luka gave Pop a sandwich. Though he wanted the starting job for games, he wanted starting, so he threw probably a stale piece of bread. Is that what that is? Is that actually a piece of bread? Asia, you're probably ahead of me because I am streaming it. It's now 44-25, so just be careful in the chat with the score. I'm streaming it via NBA Pass, and they tend to be behind the live score just a little bit, so just a heads up. Kelvin in the game for the Spurs, drives, pull-up J, no good, he's going to get fouled. Q2, yes, we have 25. This is alarming. I don't want to be a negative Nelly, but I mean, nobody's making shots for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes, I think, is the only one shooting well so far. This is there's a timeout right now. I know this is the time to find out the lineup. The starting lineup during the regular season will more than likely be Jakob Poeltl, Doug McDermott, Kelvin Johnson, Derek White, and DeJounte Murray. But I know it's only preseason. But if you play bad in preseason, that likely will carry over to the regular season. If you play well, that should, in theory, carry over to the regular season. But we've seen in the NFL time and time again, we see teams go 4-0 in the preseason. I think the Detroit Lions, back when they had their 0-16 season and lost every game, I think they went 4-0 in the preseason and then proceeded to lose every game in the regular season. So you can't put a ton on the preseason, but it is alarming they're not making their shots. record. I don't know how we would do that. Um, I guess we could. Yeah, I mean, we record the auto file. People did it all last year when they were, distance. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have him on the channel in a little over a week to do a Spurs preseason recap. I don't know if he. I mean, I don't know if he's heard my music. I've heard his. I don't think our styles are really. We play two very different styles, so I guess that's why you'd want to hear it. It'd be like Public Enemy and Anthrax back in the day. Two different styles crossing over. Maybe it would work. I don't know. I don't know if the Spurs. There's a lot of Ben Simmons talk. I think the Spurs would have to give up way too much to give up to get Ben Simmons. I feel like it would be two young players plus a first round pick plus a second round pick. I think it would just be a lot. And Ben Simmons he's a really good player. He's a three-time All-Star, but I don't want any drama. And he's sitting out right now, and that type of behavior gives me memories of Kawhi Leonard, and I don't want Kawhi Leonard 2.0. I don't. I'd rather pass on him. I don't want any locker room drama. First one was just an illusion. Well, the Jazz were resting most of their starting lineup. At freestyle, I agree. I definitely don't want to overreact, but I don't want them going into. My concern, I don't think it's an overreaction, but if you're in preseason and you're shooting 20% in the preseason going into the regular season, that could get in your head and you could press. Not to mention the fact some of these guys might be, well, that could be it too. Some of these guys might be worried about their roster spot, so they're not, playing a confident game. Just going with the flow and might be pressing a little bit. Or it's time to overreact. Yes, this is the Heat's second and third stringers. All their starters are out, I believe, except for Duncan Robinson. Does Duncan Robinson start? Kelman misses the free throw. So this is alarming when backups are beating a lot of your starters. Brady, you might be right. Phil, you might be right. That's everyone. Ouch. Kelman makes 1 of 2. 44-26, 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Yeah, exactly, Butterfly. Let's go, Spurs. Wake up. Can we close this lead? We're at home. I mean, they're playing like they're wearing the Fiesta jerseys. I said it. Offensive foul on the Heat. I said it. But they were bad with the Fiesta jerseys. I'm sorry. They were. Hot Boys, you're not muted. I see you. Tyler Harrell does look like a beast. He is balling out tonight. Start looking at the 2022 mock drafts. It's too early to do that. Drew Eubanks out in three-point land, a phenomenal three-point shooter when he decides to take them. And Kellen Johnson drives in the paint, but we have an offensive foul before that, and that's going to be a Spurs turnover. Looks like they got Drew for maybe a block. It's Heat ball up 44-26, 6:08 left in the half. Butterfly, that's very, you know what? That's, a good way to lay down the line. Like, hey, don't get too carried away. You've been timed out. Keep it cool. Heat ball in the post with the turnaround J is Potter. It's going to go in and out. Drew Eubanks with the rebound. Wow. Clips handed on Samanic. Derek White drives in the paint and gets his shot blocked. We might have a goaltend. Yes, goaltending. Not used to this. The Spurs of late missed the playoffs 6 times in 45 years. They've missed the playoffs. Missed the playoffs the last 2 years. That's the first time ever that's happened. Under 500 the last 2 seasons. Had been above 500 every season. And the last time they were under 500 was 96-97. That's when David Robinson only played 6 games due to injury. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Spurs say they got it. The refs agree. The turnover for the Heat. Let's get the comeback going. Red Sox up. Thank you. No, it's just preseason, but I still want to win. Look how I synced. Need to let the young guys play playing bad, but they need to work through it. And yeah, that's true. That's true, Kenny 10. Absolutely. Cortez, yes, let's get the run going now. Then Vassell to Derek White for 3 from the baseline. Short, long rebound to Drew Eubanks. 12 on the shot clock. He'll drop it off to Devin Vassell. Vassell finds a wide open Doug for 3 from the baseline. That's why we brought you in here, Doug McDermott. All right, the Doug dropping a 3, 44-31. Let's cut this lead to 5-ish going into the half. Heat ball. We have a drive. We have a shot. We have a miss. We have a foul. as Smart was fouled. Not so smart by the San Antonio Spurs. Nothing sneaky about that. Oh, yeah, Keith. I that thought has crossed my mind too. Looking at some Spurs websites, do you think he's fighting for his roster spot? He could be cut. First free throw is good. I don't even know shooting the free throws. They're looking at Pop's band-aid right now. Oh, it was Smart. That's right. Smart's at the line. Second free throw is good. He back up by 15. Bring back our senior group players. Ball's going to go out of play, and it's going to stay with San Antonio. It was deflected out of bounds by the Heat. Bring Selena back. Selena was here the other night. I hope you're right about that, Phil. False sense of security. Yes. Drew Eubanks. Out to Keldon. Keldon crossover into the paint, and the left-handed layup is good. And that was a nice move by Keldon. You know, he really struggled against the Pistons, but had a better second half. Or was it against the Jazz? He had a better second half. Maybe it was the Jazz. Hey! Oh, Hero No Cave. Thanks for being here, man. Many blessings. Go, Spurs, go. Oh, Hero No Cave. That's a cool name, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. But unfortunately, that is followed by a three-pointer by... Is that Max Struss? Heater, 6 of 12 from the arc. Spurs only 2 of 12. Devin Vassell's going to launch a three. That's good. Appreciate the super chat, my man. Let me give you a... Everybody does a super chat, deserves one of these. Go, Spurs, go! Yeah. Runner in the paint, and it's good for Smart. And the Heat already have over 50 points, and we have 4 minutes to go in the first half. Doug gets comfortable. He's going to be fired. Hope you're right, Houston Oilers. Doug won another three-pointer. It's good! Hoping these preseason holes are just in being rough. I hope so too, Melistic. I hope so too. Hopefully, yeah. Wow, Smart putting on a dribbling clinic. Step back three. Doink, no good. And Drew Eubanks with the rebound. Is Jakob Poeltl just out for rest tonight? And let's see some Jacques Lindell for crying out loud. As we have a late foul on the Heat, 18 on the shot clock, 3:29 in the first half. Howdy to you. I don't know how we're getting murdered like this, Bunny. It's, I bet Rich can shoot good. I can dunk. 44 could still dunk. I have a decent shot. I'm not good off the dribble. Don McDermott to Thaddeus Young. The layup is, he blows the layup. Fights for the board. The Spurs get the offensive board. Nice job by Thaddeus Young fighting for the ball. Unfortunately, Brent Forbes turns it over. Heat going fast break. They turn the ball over. Derek White with the steal. White drives, stops, and throws it up, and that's a layup. And the Spurs cut the lead back down to 10. 3:06 to go in the first half. 51-41 Heat lead. Rich, you scared me. I scared you? What'd I do? Timeout. Yes, Joseph, I agree. Manu Ginobili, he brought the Euro step to the NBA. So, I mean, having him here working with Kelman definitely will help. Yeah, with my mic, I turned off the suppressor, which means there's no limit to how loud it'll capture my voice, which means the mic cracking, popping, destroy mic stuff is back. But you guys said you like that, so all good. No, Asia, DeMar DeRozan's with the Chicago Bulls. We traded him to the Bulls for 2 picks or 3 picks? 2 picks, and Thaddeus Young and Al-Farouq Amino. Go Spurs, go is right. Yo to you too. Let's make this a game. And let's see some Joshua Primo tonight. And some Jacques Lindell. With Drew Eubanks starting, I figured that meant we would get quite the helping of Jacques Lindell. But Pop's going small tonight. I'm guessing Thaddeus Young is his center when Drew Eubanks is not in there. Remember last year, Rudy Gay would play the role of center. That's a little too small ball for me. Not a fan of that. It's time to destroy eardrums. I don't want to see any more Thad. I want to see... Yes, Diamante, I'm right there with you. Let me see Jacques Lindell. I know what Thaddeus Young brings to the team. Maybe Pop's looking to get him into a rhythm and thinks he can have him come off the bench and contribute to the team, but he's not part of the long-term plans, and sometimes you got to lose to win, as they say. But you think my Falcons will beat the Jets in London? Oh, London? I hate London. I hate London games. Does that mean is the game at like 9 o'clock Sunday? Is that the deal? Your Falcons are a little rough this year, Phil. I'm sorry. I could see that going either way. Both teams are, like my Giants, struggling. I can't help it. You're funny. Thank you. Go Spurs, absolutely. I want to see you guys can actually space the floor. We have a lot of those guys. Well, Bryn Forbes, Doug McDermott, uh, Landell. I don't know how his three-point shooting was overseas. I mean, Keldon, DeJounte, and Derek will take a three, but they're not high percentage shooters. Lonnie is a decent three-point shooter. I think our three-point shooting is better than last year. Yes, we lost Patty Mills, but I think overall our three-point shooting should be better. I'm excited about the season too. I'm excited to be back to be doing the TSR Sports thing, and instead of trying to put nonsense content on here, doing weird stuff like my band and just a whole lot of other stuff, I just made new channels. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, they're not monetized, and yeah, they have very minimal subscribers and views right now, but it's exciting to try to build something new, but also keep doing what I'm doing here. And this channel's going to be NBA, 95% NBA. Maybe the United States Women's National Team once in a blue moon, but they've gotten so political. It's hard to want to cover the content. I kind of want to avoid that stuff on the channel. I am avoiding that stuff on the channel, except for my one what's happening in my life video. But I don't think that was political. That was just what's happening in my life. And we have a turnover now, a whistle. It will be Spurs ball, 2:47 to go in the first half. So Spurs defense starting to step up at least a little. Hey, Lucas, what's up, my man? We got another channel member in the chat. To all my channel members in the chat tonight, Lucas, Asia, Phil, thank you all for being here. I got to give you guys your special shout-outs because that's one of the reasons to have a little membership icon. I need to work on those. I do. I'll work on them. Derek went into the paint, throws up a shot, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for two as the Spurs trying to cut the lead to under 10. Giants aren't struggling. We are just making a fashionable to the 21 season. Oh, is that what it is? It's a little bit too late. I don't like starting 0-3. And tomorrow's a must-win for the New York Giants. They dropped to 1-4 against the Dallas Cowboys. Season's over. Derek's first free throw is good. Spurs down by 9. Coming back a little bit. Sport reactions. Good evening. Will, I don't know. Honestly, I think we're going to be under 500. I'm sorry. I'm optimistic, but I'm realistic. I don't want to be such a homer that I'm giving you guys, BS numbers just because I'm a homer. I think at most, I think we're going to be somewhere between. Gosh, it's so hard with these young players. Kyrie Irving is ineligible for tonight's game versus the Bucks due to not. Okay. I think they're going to be somewhere between 30 and 36 wins. I don't know what the number is for Pop to get the all-time record. I think it's somewhere in the low 30s. Hero pulls up, bounces off the rim a couple times. It goes in, swish, kill the fish. 2:13 left to go in the first half. The Spurs are in the bonus. Oh, you didn't know. Derek White starts to drive. Out to Lonnie Walker. Walker will go back and forth. Drives in, gets tripped up. And we're going to have a tripping foul on the Heat. Tripping by whoever number 18 is. I don't know who that is. Who that? Who this? Stewart with the trip. Stewie! Tripping up Lonnie Walker. Line for two. Who's playing the best right now for the Spurs? Offensively? It's probably Bryn Forbes. And I'm not trying to throw shade at Bryn Forbes, but your bench player shouldn't be your best player as Lonnie Walker misses the first free throw and kind of gave the come on man look after he missed it. 26? Oh my gosh. Oh, is 26 what Pop needs for the record? He should get it this year, and he missed both free throws. 2 minutes to go. 53-43. I hope we win more than 26. It's 26? Okay. If the Spurs don't win at least that much, I will cry at the end of the season. That's a miss and a recovery by the Heat. Harrell kicks it out for three. That is no good, and the Heat keep getting the offensive boards. As Struss missed the three. 1:40 to go in the first half. Spurs down by 10. And it looks like Stewart might be going to the line for two. Greg Popovich is playing the best. 25 to tie, 26 to pass. Thank you, Curtis. Yeah, Lucas, Brandon Forbes played extremely well. And that's a turnover. Another Spurs steal. Bryn Forbes throws up a quick shot with the half coming to the close and misses it. Going for actually it's a minute and a half. I don't know why he launched that so fast. That was rush. Not necessary, Bryn. Got to set up the offense a little bit. I think the Spurs might be getting killed on rebounds. Tyler Hero gets fouled. Reach in on Derek White. KJ, my man, Keldon Johnson is struggling from the floor. Big time. He's been struggling all preseason. Coyote is playing the best. Actually, I would agree with that. Darren, yeah, I know. I'm saying 30 to 36, which is not good. If they win 30, that's 30 and 52. That is quite horrible. This could be a long year for Spurs fans. I don't know. I really don't know. First free throw is no good for Struss. I really don't know what to expect. I mean, to be honest with you guys, with so many young players, we don't have a superstar right now. We have guys we hope that can turn into a superstar, but we don't have that guy yet. Lance, well, how you miss is they both don't go in. I had to get that point on the board. There we go. Yeah. I guess that's just contributing to nothing going right for the Spurs tonight. Bryn Forbes out in three-point land, a minute and 8 seconds to go. Gets it to Derek White. White will drive hard to the paint, throws it up, gets blocked, gets knocked out of bounds. They're saying the ball went off Derek White, no foul, and it's going to be heat ball. Both teams in the bonus with 1:04 to go. Trey Jones is hurt right now. And you know what? He could possibly go down to the G League. That's true, Mark. Very true. Juanita, yes, Keldon Johnson he started rough, I think, in all the games this year in the preseason and has played better in the second half. His starting spot seems pretty locked. So, whoa, Thaddeus Young gets bowled over by Tyler Hero. Nice job taking the charge. That's a turnover. Spurs ball at 49 seconds left. Can we get the lead to single digits going into the half? Keldon defensively, I haven't seen anything like terrible defensively. I haven't been focusing on his defense, to be quite transparent with you, so I'm not for too sure. Lauri Markkanen, he's still with Chicago, right? Derek White, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Spurs going to try to 2 for 1 here. Almost loses the ball, gets it back. Derek double clutches, throws it up. It's no good, and he will get fouled. 29.7 seconds left in the second quarter. Derek to the line for 2, so the Spurs should be able to 2 for 1. Hey, Cinchman says, let's go Heat. Thank you for stopping in to another Heat fan. Hello, John Cardinal. You know, with us losing, the Spurs are fun to watch. I mean, they were really fun to watch. Well, I didn't get to watch it. Listen to during that Jazz game. I mean, they were just hitting threes and getting into the paint. That has all disappeared in this game and last game. White's first free throw was good. 54-44. Our free throw percentage is 43. What? And that's without Jakob? Guys, remember last year, Jakob started the season, I think, shooting under 30% from the free throw line. He improved tremendously in the second half of the season. I think he finished somewhere between 45 and 48%, but he was like on pace to shoot historically poor, but did turn it around a little bit. 54-45, 16 seconds to go in the first half. Tyler Hero guarded by Derek White looking for a pick and roll. Switch, Bryn Forbes now on Hero. Hero will pass it out. We have a drive and another collision in the paint. And that's another charge on the Heat. Nice job. Thaddeus Young has taken 2 charges this quarter. All right. Props to Thaddeus Young. Like what I'm seeing there. Yeah, Stanton is great job. Max Strauss was driving the paint. And Thaddeus Young was there about a second and a half earlier and just stood up and just got bowled over. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Derek White with the ball. He starts to drive. He throws it up high. It's no good. And that's how the half will end. 54-45. Spurs down by 9. The offense has looked rough, to say the least. I don't want to beat up my team, but offensively, the Spurs, the struggle is real. No, that's not going to happen. Apparently, Spurs offered both John Collins and Lauri Markkanen an offer this past offseason, but Lauri wanted too much money, and the Hawks matched. The Hawks, I didn't think we were going to let John Collins go. I mean, Spurs Nation that wouldn't trade Derek White or Jonathan Murray in a package for Ben Simmons are crazy. I mean, it's not giving up one of the players, and I would hate to see him go. I mean, I'm a traditionalist when it comes to my teams. while I certainly would root for any player that came over from any team, I like guys that are homegrown and brought up through the system. And when you get a player from another organization, it doesn't quite feel the same. I made pass just crashed. Can I pull up the box score? Oh, I can. Box score. I never really could do this. All right, I can pull up the box score with the NBA app. I don't think that worked last year so far. Miami, Duncan Robinson with 0, Markieff Morris with 5, Omer Yurtseven with 7, Max Struss with 13, Tyler Hero with 15 to, I believe, lead all scorers. Off the bench, we have Javonte Smart with 7, Micah Potter with 7, and DJ Stewart with 0. So the Heat right now going with an 8-man rotation. Wow, do they only have 8 healthy players or 8? Yeah, everybody's looked at DNP. Dang. Just because the mods don't like me doesn't mean wow. Props to you for staying with this shtick all night long. I'll give you credit. For the Spurs, how we doing? Kellen Johnson with 5. He's only 2 of 6 from the field and 0 for 2 from the arc. So the struggles are real from shooting. He's actually, this is a rough game for Kellen. He's got 0 rebounds, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 0 assists. He is contributing nothing outside of a little bit of scoring. Luka Samanic with 4 points and 3 boards in 10 minutes. He's also struggling from the floor, 2 of 6. Drew Eubanks only with 2. We got Derek White with 8 points. He's 2 of 7 from the field. DeJounte Murray with 6 points. He's 3 of 7 from the field. Rebounding is sucking tonight. Our bench, Doug McDermott, playing fairly well with 8. Lonnie Walker with 2. Bryn Forbes, he's actually struggling from the floor too. He's 2 of 6 with 5 points. Thaddeus Young's missed all 3 of his shots. He's got a donut. Devin Vassell with 5 points. Our shooting is abysmal tonight. Do we see the team stats on this app? Looking to see if we can see the team stats. This is rough. Luka, this is rough. Yeah, it just shows the box score. It doesn't show the overall shooting. So yeah, rough night for the San Antonio Spurs. But there's all your leaders. That's cool. I can pull it up on the NBA Pass now. I don't think that worked last year. So yeah. We don't need to. I would tend to agree with you about that. I have nothing against him, but I don't think. Yes, can we see Jock and Primo in the second half? I agree 100. Span the Clears fan. Hey, Clan the Spurs fan, what's up, my man? What I love about seeing is Thad and White out there together. Hustle, yes, and really good at taking the charges. But Clan, I don't see Thad in our long-term plans. I think Thad is 33. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alfred Camino's 30. I think we have to either go all into this youth movement or not. And I'm all in. I know Samanic has struggled at times. I'm all in. Bring Luka in. Give me Jacques Lindell. If you want Drew out there too, put him at power forward. He's 6'10". Try him out. What the heck? What do we got to lose? It's the preseason. We know what we got with some of these vets. And maybe Pop's working with Thad to see how we can get him involved in the second lineup. But there's not enough minutes to go around. One of these forwards is getting cut. Thad, Alfred Camino, or Luka Samanic. I don't see the season starting with all 3 of them on the roster. Just when we got Kelman and Doug ahead of them. So I'd be interested to see what Pop does. That's my 2 cents. If you didn't ask for it, I gave it to you nonetheless. Score and what? It's halftime. It's 54-45. The Miami Heat are beating the Spurs, and the Spurs are shooting terribly tonight. They're playing now. What makes you think that? That's valid. That's valid, Darren. Rich, how's OGR doing? I think he's doing good, Asia. I talked to him recently. Doing good. Bought a house. So, yeah, he's doing, I think he's hanging in there. Started Jock last in the game. I would like to see that as Edge. You know, he started Luka Samanic tonight. I have a feeling the way Luka's playing Pop might not bring him out to start the third quarter, but I haven't seen Jacques Lindell much. He played well in the first game. That game wasn't televised, so I want to see what the kid has. You know, I want to see what a lot of young guys have. I want to see what Primo. I want to see Primo tonight. How many wins do you think we will get this season? I didn't answer that earlier, but I'll answer again, Keon, since you might not have been in the chat. I got 30-36. Clan, out of curiosity, my man, who I'm going to have on the channel probably sometime in the next about 8, 9, 10 days, somewhere in there. I want to cover the preseason with you and love to have you on. Clan, as a Spurs content creator, how many wins you got the Spurs going for? I say between 30 and 36, and it hurts me to say that, but this is a team that's in transition right now. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that number's north of those, but I don't think we should be expecting 42-plus wins an above 500 team. There's a lot to be figured out right now. A happy Bucks fan, yo, to you. He won't be in long term by any team. Yeah, I could see him being a nice safety net for. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, he could. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of vets on this roster right now, so keeping Thad around for just maybe for that purpose. Although we do have a great vet that's going to help our team develop in Manu Ginobili. I'm just going to throw that out there. Yeah, I am easy. I was a little surprised at that. Easy does not have them winning at least 36. Pop just weeding out the scrubs. John Ortega and keeping it real. 2 starters guaranteed, but the others are not until somebody steps up. Who's guaranteed for our starting lineup? I think Kelman's a lock. I think Pop loves him. 28 wins. Ouch. Oof. I like the charges Thad's taking tonight. It has been a happy Bucks fan. Thank you for stopping and appreciate you being here. Congratulations on the Bucks winning the Super Bowl. That's obviously something to be happy about. I may have said that to you earlier this year. I think our guaranteed starters, I think DeJounte's a lock. I don't see that changing. Keldon Johnson's a lock. I think Yakov's a lock. We just extended him before the previous year. There's not enough from Drew Eubanks or Jacques Landale to say that they should start over Yakov at this time. I think those 3 are locked. Derek should be a lock. Could Pop switch it up when the season starts and start Lonnie maybe over Derek and have Derek come off the bench? I mean, Manu made a career off the bench and have Derek lead the second unit. That's possible. And as far as the other forward spot, Doug McDermott, I don't think he's a lock. Could we start Thaddeus Young? I don't think so. I mean, we brought Doug for 3-point shooting, and I like having floor spacing with Doug in that starting lineup. So you never know. I mean, Pop could put 2 seasons ago, I felt like it was a different starting lineup every other game, so Pop could do that this season. Just keep going with different starting lineups until he finds something that works. Coyote is a lock to start as a Spurs mascot. That is true. Yes, I would agree, John. 40 wins would be, I think that would shock a lot of people. But I think Spurs fans, what's going to happen, not anybody in the chat particularly, but I think if the Spurs start losing in the season's, we struggle this year to start off in the first month. Say we have, say the first 20 games of Spurs are 6-14. Things are not going well. I think you're going to see a lot of Spurs just say tank and get a lottery pick. And I'll never say tank, but I would understand, if you were like, not giving up on the team, but just, I guess maybe you would be giving up on the team. I know. Clan, I agree. I saw you did a video on Lonnie recently. Admittedly, I did not watch it. You put up a lot of content. Props to you. Clan, the Spurs fan, he's usually doing 2 or 3 videos a day plus a live stream. And my man, you live streamed for 8 hours the other night, man. I can't imagine you were talking Spurs for the whole 8 hours. I know you sometimes do video games, but you are a very busy content creator, busier than me. I don't know if you're working while you're in school, if you're just doing school plus the YouTube channel, but I can't keep up with your videos. I'm sorry, but I do try to watch at least one. I'll pick the one that interests me the most and at least watch that one. Where was I going with this? But you did a Lonnie Walker video. That's something I need to address because this is a contract year for Lonnie Walker. This is very much a make or break, and I would definitely want to do a video on that and get your feedback on it. Don't really want to talk about it in the chat here because there's a lot I want to get out. He's still only 22. They might start Lonnie at shooting guard. I don't know. Only Pop knows. We got the Spurs roster. What's so intriguing about it is we see so many players with potential. Keldon, Derek, DeJounte, Devin Vassell. We see potential in Primo, Jacques Landale. There's a lot of guys that make you go, things that make you go, But while there's potential across the board, nobody is that guy yet. Nobody is going to be that all-star. We don't have that all-star yet. And will somebody become that guy? I don't know. I hope so. Hopefully we have 1 or 2 guys, that are going to average 20 points per game or more. Because somebody's got to score the points for this team. And we lost a guy that consistently scored more than 20 points a game. Who's going to be the guy that scores 20 points a game? Or we're going to be like last year's Spurs minus DeMar DeRozan, where we have, 7 or 8 guys average between 10 and 15, which it's good to have balance. But that means the guys were inconsistent, which they were. Clan was jamming to the oldies night. Fair enough. Phone about to die. Have a great... Oh, you too, Danny. I'll be back live on Sunday. I do like the zooms. I don't know how to do that, or I can't do that with the OBS with what I have. I don't know if Streamlabs gives you that, but yes, the zooming in is. I will give you Pops Clan. I mean, I'll be the first to admit your editing is way better than mine. Um, I just don't have the time. If I would do more editing, and occasionally I'll do edited videos like my David Robinson documentary, my Spurs roster video. Like when I have time, I'll do a video with a lot of editing, especially in the off season. But during the regular season, I don't have the time. I mean, yeah, I work at the university. Oh, okay. All right. Spurs after me. 30 to 35 wins would be a good and reachable season. Anything under 30, some major moves. Yeah, John. And it would suck if we won under 30. I mean, last time we won under 30 was 96 97. What did we win that year? Did we win under 30 that year? Can somebody look it up? San Antonio Spurs, 96 97. That's when Greg Popovich took over as interim coach. That was his first season. I don't think we hit 30 wins. I think we went like, did we go 20 and 62 that year? David Robinson played only 6 games. Sean Elliott missed a ton of time. That was just a train wreck. And I think that was the year Dominique Wilkins was with us. He played one season. I think that was it. I think he was our leading scorer. Being here in San Antonio, I got to talk Spurs with clients. Nice! Lakers Warriors. Yeah, that's a huge game, Mage. I mean, you got to, hey, what's the word on Klay Thompson? Is Klay Thompson, is he good to go? Because he's coming off 2 serious injuries. And I'm going to get Q3 up on the board because it's going to start any minuto now. And I don't want it to say halftime when the third quarter starts. I do no editing except for docs. Okay, so it's all in, I use my stream doc to zoom in. Okay. All right, so everything's in camera. I've been trying to do that more because if you do everything in camera, it's so much easier. So much easier. That's what I'm doing for my comic book videos. Everything's in camera. I'll have 5 or 6 different pictures I want to bring up and just bring them up live while I'm filming the video. It saves so much time. Should I invest in the Dejounte Murray basketball cards? Don't know anything about sports cards these days, Cass. I'm not the person to see. I can tell you a little bit more about comic books on my comic book channel. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my comic book channel, FYI, the link is right there. Love talking comics. Would love to talk comics with any comic fans, if there are any. So far, we've gained 0 subscribers tonight. That's, well, what you going to do? But I have a lot of fun on there, and yeah, there you go. Maybe there's no comic books. Maybe there aren't any comic book fans in the chat. That's very possible, too. Spurs are shooting a very solid 38% from the field and getting out-rebounded 30 to 19. That's why they're down 9. Aldridge Mills and DeMar Ball. Yeah, I'm going to root for them. I don't root for players that leave my team. I hope they play well in Brooklyn and Chicago, respectively. I'm looking forward to calling some Nets games. Like Josh going to be better than Lonnie after. I don't think he's going to get the playing time, Keon. If we're comparing rookie season to rookie season, I think if Primo gets the minutes, he might do more. But we got to remember he's 18, and if fans chanting your name, that might start put unnecessary pressure on him. I think that first game ball was really good for him. It could be bad too because I don't think he's hopefully not the type of person that believes in his own hype. But now there's an expectation, and going into that game, there were no expectations. Now it's like, oh, you can ball. Now we expect it from you all the time, and he's not going to do that all the time. And if he does, it's going to be awesome. Go for Primo rookie cards. They're probably not. You don't want to buy high and sell low like the stock. And because of his game, I could see his rookie cards being at a premium with people, overhyping him, so to speak, and charging a premium for his cards. How's the game? We're down by 9. Excuse me. Not a fan. Vernon Maxwell, Dominique Wilkins, Monty Williams, and Will Perdue were on that terrible team before the Duncan. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. Hey, Daniel Jimenez. Mike Diaz, I am back. Back in the saddle again. Joe Wieskamp's there. He's just not playing. He played very briefly in the Pistons game the last 3 minutes. I think he scored 2 points. Yeah, he did. On the starting floor for the Spurs, I see KJ, DeJounte, Drew Eubanks, Derek, and Doug McDermott. So Luka not getting the start in the second half. This is 80% of the expected starting lineup in the regular season. Just trade out Drew for Jakob. Derek drives into the paint. Back out to Doug McDermott. He will kick it out to DeJounte Murray. Murray drives in the paint, and we're going to have a block on Drew Eubanks. That's turnover. subbing, not me. Appreciate that. Rodman was in Chicago in 96, 97, winning a title. Was that the trade, though? I don't even remember. That's so long ago. I think there's a difference between ego and confidence. Yes, I would agree with that. I do see confidence in the young man. Yes, your Nets got Patty Mills, Asian. I'll be calling Nets games if I didn't tell you already. Calling some Brooklyn Nets games here and there. That's a miss for the Heat. Harold Robinson, you're at 7. Strauss, and somebody else. I can't. Stewart on the floor. Hey, Calvin Johnson made a jumper, and it's a 3. Thank goodness. Maybe he will get out of the funk he's been in. KJ with the baseline 3. He was kind of hopping after he shot it. You could tell he was like, please go in, please go in, please go in. Ooh, nice hard bucket by Stewart in the paint. In traffic. But yeah, going to do some Nets games this year. Looking forward to seeing Patty and LaMarcus. Derek White with a big step in the paint, and a runner's good. He's been looking for fouls all night. The refs aren't giving it to him. He's trying to draw contact. It ain't happening, Derek. You got to go with the flow of the game. Tyler Herro with a switch, and Calvin Johnson now guarding him. That's not necessarily optimal for the Spurs. Heat ball, 8 on the shot clock, a run and a shot and a foul as Max Strauss is going to go to the line for 2. NBA champions Jordan Noir got 30. Wait, what? What you talking about, AJ Money? I'm not sure what you mean. Hey, tastes hard, no hard feelings. What? Oh, not at all, Mike. Not at all. I know I have a lot of San Antonio Spurs subscribers. Well, majority of my subscribers are San Antonio Spurs fans, and I imagine if you're a Spurs fan, you're more than likely a Dallas Cowboys fan because, let's be honest, there's not really much of a reason to be a Houston Texans fan these days. They are struggling. Second free throw wobbles around a billion times and finally goes in. 58-50. Spurs down by 8. 10.5 minutes to go in the third Q. I would think so, Joseph. Oh, okay, I got you, J Money. It's all right. DeJounte Murray will start to drive. Back out to Keldon. Keldon pull-up deuce is good. And Keldon Johnson, now at the short mid-range jumper, maybe getting some confidence in his shot in the second half. We've seen this a lot this preseason where Keldon has struggled in the first half of the season, first half of the game, but has turned it up in the second half. That's a 3, and that's good. Swish killed the fish. Another 3-pointer for the Heat. And they have been just dropping 3s on us left and right. Ariza will miss 8 weeks with an ankle injury for the Lakers. And Keldon drives in the paint. That's 6 points in a row. He's on fire! Heat ball. Tyler Herro, guarded by KJ, thinks about a long 3, pulls it back. Looking for a pick and roll. Now takes the long 3, and it is going to go front rim, no good. And Derek White will get the loose ball. Spurs down by 7, 61-54. Doug McDermott out to DeJounte Murray, takes the corner 3, and he will make it, and the Spurs are coming back, baby, finally. The offense is waking up. Nets are up by 2. Lakers, Warriors, and Dodgers, Giants playing. Yeah, Asia. They are. Heck no. I don't know what, but heck no. And another turnover. Keldon with the ball into the paint. Out to Doug McDermott for 3. That's no good. Dang it. You're at 7 with the rebound, so yeah, 9 minutes to go in the third. I mean, that's why Doug's here. Hit those 3s. He didn't make it, but got to still launch them. Duncan Robinson, alley-oop, and broken up by Drew Eubanks. Ball's going to get knocked out of play, and it's going to be off. Duncan Robinson, Spurs ball. Nice hustle by the Spurs there. Yes, this is preseason. But in my opinion, the Nets and Lakers are just... Yes, they are ring chasers. They are. I want to see Patty and LaMarcus. And I mentioned earlier, I pay for the S Network. I might as watch a few games, and calling some games may help grow my channel. And, you know, YouTubers can say it all they want that they don't care about views, but we want to get views. It's not the main reason we do it, but you want to see videos get views. Air ball by DeJounte on that 3-point attempt. And Murray, nice defensive deflects it out of bounds, but DeJounte just threw up a complete brick. They said they need a little more ball movement. Yeah, we signed Doug McDermott, by the way, if anybody's asking. Doug McDermott was a free agent signing. Where was he from? The Pacers? Gosh, I don't remember what team he played for last season. Was it the Pacers? I'm drawing a blank. He's played with a few teams, I believe. Harrow with a tough jumper. No good. Drew Eubanks with the rebound. I think he's closing in on 10 of those boards. Drew gets in the paint. Tries to throw it up and lose the ball. There's going to be a foul. Looks like he was going for a dunk. And we have not had many dunks by the Spurs tonight. Huh. I haven't seen Doug slide. No, he hasn't. It says he hasn't been going to the. He's been all outside. Well, Asia, it's part of my cable package, so technically I pay for it. I have yes, and so I watch the Indies. Eubanks bricks the first free throw. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Spurs down by 4, 61-57. Potter in now for the Heat. As your 7 will check out. Brady Romeo. Okay. That free throw is good. Spurs down by 3. At least it's a game now. Well, Spurs were down by 17 at one point in the first half. Can't remember if it was the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second. I want to say it was somewhere in the second. They were down a lot. Coming back, though. I still want to win. It's preseason. I don't care. I want to win. I want to see our young guys play. I want to see chemistry. I want to see ball movement. I want to see defense. I want to see that 3 not go in, and it didn't. Spurs ball, 7:40 to go, 61-58. Derek White, nice crossover. Turns around, gets it to KJ. KJ will drive in the paint, spins around. Tough shot, and it's good. Keldon Johnson, my man, with 4 buckets in a row. 9 points in the third quarter for Keldon. Tyler Harrell with a beautiful driving in the paint. The ball rolls around the rim, goes to go off, and then gravity brings it back in, and that's a deuce for Tyler Harrell as he drops a deuce in the rim. 63-60. DeJounte Murray crossover, and then passes it right to Potter. Wow, nice moves, but Potter's not on your team. Not on your team. Would you like some pancakes, Charlie Murphy? I'm just saying. 63-60. How are we doing on the thumbs up? We are not at 100 thumbs up yet. We got a small crowd tonight, but I appreciate those of you that are here. But I'd like to get at least to 100. We're not getting to 200 tonight. Not in a preseason game. It's very difficult, but would appreciate some of those if we could get some of them. Heat ball. And almost, nope, it is thrown out of bounds. It's going to go off, I believe, Kellman, and we might have some substitutions. Nope, timeout. Big body is right. Thank you, Tyrion. Smash that like it owes you money. All I know is Kyrie not. No, he's not going to be playing home games. Unfortunately, Asia, I had to do a video on that. I didn't really want to, and I'm not going to discuss it in the chat, but my job is being very much affected by that, so I did a video on it. But I will say, those of you that are watching have been very supportive, and I appreciate that. You guys have been very, except for one person being a total toolbox on a comment that I had to hide him from the channel. Y'all have been really cool, so I appreciate that. Is Jacques Lindell coming in? I see. Let's go, Jacques. Hey, NBA Pass just locked up. That's cool. I was due for a crash. Good thing it was during a timeout. I'll have to actually reset the app. Well, that's okay. I'll live. Oh, wow. My Roku actually just restarted. Huh, all right. Hey, what's up, Blazing Bacon? Yes, Lukas Samanic did start the game. But he hasn't played yet in the second half. I was excited because I had no idea who was going to start tonight. Somebody said, hey, put Luke on the couch with you, so I did. And he started. Kyrie is free to choose to get... that's fair, Mike. Yeah, free to choose, but fortunately there's a lot of consequences. I'm in that boat right now. I'll leave it at that. Thank you, John Lou. Appreciate it. Let me get my NBA Pass back up, and classic NBA Team Pass crashing on me. Thankfully, we're in a timeout, so I didn't miss anything. Spurs down 63-60. A little under 6 minutes to go. Actually, a little under 7 minutes to go. 6:56 left in the third quarter. Spurs have outscored the Heat 15-9 in this quarter so far, so they got that going for them. Oh my gosh. I just hit watch live. It says not available. Is anybody having a problem with the Team Pass right now? Oh no, don't do this to me. Anybody having issue with the Team Pass not showing the game now? This is not cool. So they didn't show the first game, and now the second game is not showing? All right, he's back. Whew. Don't do that to me. Optimus Primo. Clan, the Spurs fan, does not like that nickname. I do. I grew up in the 80s. Yes, John, it has been a while. So as an 80s child, I love the Transformers, and Optimus Prime was my favorite Transformer. Autobots, transform and roll for it. I mean, so Optimus Primo, I'm all on board. Who else is ready to see the Giants get? Oh, that might happen though. I hope not. Gosh, I hope not. I'm back up, Rose. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm back up. The Spurs play Sunday, so I will be probably streaming the Spurs, and y'all can keep me posted on the Giants game because I won't be able to watch both games at once. Or I'll start the Spurs game late. I don't know what I'm going to do for Sunday yet. 6:45 to go, 65-60 Heat lead on the bucket. And Jacques Lindell is checked into the game. And he immediately gets fouled by Potter. We got a Jock. All right, hey, tell Bad Dog I said what's up and must win Sunday. If you can tell that, hi, and it's a must win Sunday. Jacques Lindell in the game. I'm glad to see that. Number 34. And he makes his first free throw. 65-61. Finally get to see some Jacques. Sounds weird saying that. Or as the Utah Jazz announcers call him, Jake Lindell. Boy, he does not take any time at the line. Dribble, dribble, shoot. Dribble, dribble, shoot. 65-62. Yes, he is number 34. I'm glad he's in there. When I said if you're going to take Drew Eubanks out, why not just put Landell in? Heat ball. Duncan Robinson. Drives. Kicks it out for three. Nope. Yep. Three-point attempt is an air ball by Smart. Not a smart shot. Shop smart. Shop S smart. KJ with the ball starts to drive. Pull-up J is high. No good, but he's fouled and good to go in the line. And Keldon Johnson is really taking over this third quarter. Is there no way to watch the Spurs outside of San Antonio or Austin? NBA Pass, Victor. NBA Team Pass. If you're not NBA Team Pass for the year is $120 or $18 a month. The League Pass is like $200. But if you're not going to watch anybody but the Spurs, I would just get the Team Pass. That's what I got because I'm in Connecticut. Win 25 pops. No, 25 ties, Joseph. We need 26 to win. 25 to tie the record. 26 to take the record. 65, 63, 6:08 to go. Keldon Johnson at the line for one more. I believe he has 10 points in this quarter. Make that 11. 65, 64. Gosh, you are kidding, CB. CB, how's it going tonight? The backups are playing with our... Oh, are they, Rose? Oh, that hurts. Lonnie Walker's checked in. Duncan Robinson for three. That's a brick. And Derek White will get the rebound. Thaddeus Young has checked in for San Antonio. I want to see some Primo pop. Primo fourth quarter. Keldon for an open corner three. Got it! Keldon with his number. He's got 13, I believe, in the third quarter. Maybe 14. It's a lot, whatever it is. My man stepping up. Rough first half, but he is shutting me up when I said he was struggling. He's been on fire. He's got 19 points, now 7 of 11 for the field. I think he's hit 5 shots in a row. Yeah, he has. He was 2 of 6 in the first half. 5 shots in a row for Keldon. Nice drive in the paint, but Strauss can't finish. The putback by Potter's no good. Spurs up by 2, 5:11 to go. Derek White with the ball for San Antonio. He spins. He passes it out to Landell for 3. In and out. Nice rebound by Thad Young, and he's going to get fouled. Spurs coming to life here in the third Q. Yes, Jock. No, I like what I've seen with Landell. I like what I've seen. He's got a really... Does he look like Butthead with his haircut? Didn't Butthead have that haircut from Beavis and Butthead where it was shaved on the sides? Kind of got the Butthead look going. If he didn't have the beard, he would completely look like Butthead. That's not a bad thing. I like Beavis and Butthead. Keldon into the paint, tries to get it to Landell. Landell can't hold on to it. Out of bounds. Turnover, San Antonio. I would love Keldon to be the most improved player. Spurs trading for Kings back. Really? When did that rumor start? Did that start today? Ooh, Potter for 3. He take the lead back. 68. Oh, and I gave him a deuce. 67-0. Never mind. Jacques Lindell whips it across to Lonnie Walker for the corner 3, and it's going to be no good. Lindell is fouled in the paint, though, by Potter, going for the offensive board, and the Spurs got to be close to being in the bonus. Mike, I hope so, too. I don't know. The Grizzlies, I swear, are kryptonite. I don't remember a time Spurs traded when they said... I don't either. The Spurs generally don't trade. John, you're at the picnic? Oh, right. Maximum effort like Deadpool. Jacques' first free throw bounces off the front of the rim twice, and gravity works against us here as it rolls back and off the rim. Spurs 21209. How is it going? We got to 100 thumbs up, but don't be shy. Keep the thumbs up machine rolling going. It does help the channel. Second free throw is good, if you don't mind. Baby Rage. Interesting. Thanks for stopping in. 4:20 left in the third quarter. I happened to look at the clock and saw it was 4:22. I'm like, just go with it. And woo, huge dunk by Potters. He gets loose in the paint. Nice ball movement by the Miami Heat. Spurs ball. Bryn Forbes is checking in for San Antonio. He takes a long two, and it's no good. Landell with a putback, and I like what I'm seeing from Jacques Landell so far. All right. I see why so many are excited about him. Heat ball. Smart out. We go around the world. A wide open baseline three. It's good. Can't leave Max Strauss sitting out there all night. Whoops. Wrong team. Done that a couple times tonight. My bad. Max Strauss has 18 points. He's 4 of 8 from the arc. Thaddeus Young with the ball, three-point lane. Gets it to Derek. He'll take the baseline three, and that is good. And both teams now launching them and making them. I don't eat hot dogs, John, so no barbecue dogs for me. Welcome back, Zachary. Go, Lonnie, go. Yeah, go Spurs, go too. And almost a turnover for the Heat, but the ball went off a Spur. It's going to stay with the Heat. 3:12 left, 11 on the shot clock. Welcome back, Tyler. Tyler Manole, appreciate being here. No, none of the Miami Heat starters are playing. That's what's making this a little frustrating is if you're a Heat fan, your starters aren't out there, and you're still where our team is struggling. Duncan Robinson misses the shot, and Thaddeus Young will get the ball from DeJounte. Wow. Smart with a nice defensive play. Jacques Landell for three. No good. He's launching him. Yeah, I don't know why Miami's missing half the roster today. It looks like they only dressed 8 players. I don't know why so much of their roster is out tonight. Of course, I put a player that's not playing as usual on my thumbnail. And a miss, but a nice putback by Potters. A lot of lead changes, 74-73. DeJounte will bring it up for the Spurs. 2.5 minutes to go. Pick and roll with Jacques Landell. Back to Landell. He'll find an open Thaddeus Young, and Thaddeus Young can't hold on to the ball and eventually turns it over. Ugly play for Thaddeus Young. He was open, had a chance to throw down a dunk or maybe a layup, and couldn't keep a handle on it and eventually turned the ball over. Yeah, some nice spots for Thaddeus Young tonight, but some ugly spots too. That's a three. And that is no good by Smart. Offensive board for the Heat. Back to Tyler Herro. Herro whips it across. Robinson back to Smart for another three. That one's also no good. Thaddeus Young will get the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go. 74-73. Heat lead. America. Nice. I do too. Landell in the paint. Out to Thaddeus Young. Young will start to drive. Almost loses the ball again. We'll get it out to Bryn Forbes. 7 on the shot clock. Forbes takes a long three. No good. And 4 Miami Heat players there to get the rebound, and they don't get it, and he bounces to Thaddeus Young. DeJounte drives into the paint, and a nice layup. 4 Miami Heat players there. It was kind of like baseball when nobody calls the ball and then nobody catches it. All 4 Miami players just let the ball go by them, and it went to Young's hands. And now a timeout. Okay. I don't know who would want Young. But, John, I don't want a barbecue dog. Clan, do you really like my play-by-play? Thank you. I assume I haven't been. When I go to your live streams, I don't have the sound on. When we've been jumping back and forth, so I haven't got to hear your play-by-play. I assume you're. I'm not doing a very good job with the Heat because I don't know their players. The Spurs, obviously, it's very easy. But I'm glad you think I do a good job. I do truly appreciate that from another content creator. You should see me. Sometimes I'll get in these modes where I get like the Micro Machines guy from the 80s where I'm just like calling out plays like occasionally do on one drive where I'll just call every little thing that happens on a play on the Spurs offense and it gets really silly and ridiculous. I like to do it just once in a while. But I do like fish. I do, Zachary. And if I'm looking to my right, I'm looking at the chat. I could be looking at Luca. He does live on the 2nd floor. Ooh, there's a song reference. Fixing my towel, not touching Luca. If Jock doesn't start, I don't know what. I think it's going to be Jakob Hurtle. I can't see. I mean, the question is how do minutes get distributed between Jakob Hurtle, Drew Eubanks, and Jacques Lindell? We did use a three center rotation last year with Gorgie Zhang, so we'll see. Yes, I love it. No, you don't do play by play. Oh, I didn't know that, Clan. Oh, so you just talk about games and like who makes the bucket, but don't not. Okay, I honestly didn't know that. Okay, thinks he's gonna get three first round picks, three. Yeah, I think the Sixers. I mentioned this in my last stream. The Sixers are in a tough spot right now. One, you have a player that doesn't want to play right now. That's not good. But two, to try to trade this player that appears to not want to be on your team, you're asking for everything. And at some point, I mean, listen, I hate to bring this up. I'm sure the Spurs wanted more for Kawhi Leonard. DeMar DeRozan's a good player. I'm sure they wanted more, but they couldn't apparently find any other takers and had to get what they got. Sixers are going to have to at some point step back and say, do we get something or nothing? Because if Ben Simmons ends up not playing for the whole year, I can't imagine that happening. But if that was to happen, you've got nothing. Kind of like the Spurs with LaMarcus Aldridge when we just cut him last year. I was hoping we could at least get a second round pick. It's not much. That's better than nothing. Come on. Favorite fish, John? Shrimp. So if you want to do shrimp on the barbecue, sign me up. Melissa, yeah. On days I work, it gets a little tired. And if I start doing Nets games and here and there, I'm doing 3 games in a row. I'm not doing 4 games in a row. I'm making sure I don't do that. But if I do 3 in a row, I got to be careful to watch my voice. It is heat ball. Minute 15 left. Spurs up 75-74. Tyler Hero with the ball. Gets into the paint, and that is Potter with the jump ball and miss. DeJounte Murray with the defensive rebound. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Sprinting up the court. Tries to get it to Jacques Lindell with the thread the needle pass. He threads it right out of bounds. Heat ball. Minute 1 to go. And I know Pop likes... I think that's a liability. Ooh, Clan would dispute you on that. It's just a watch party with me yelling at the chat. Okay, so that's why you label it watch party. That's what it is. I label mine play-by-play because that's what it is. Baseline 3 is no good. Who shot that? Who dis? Gets his own rebound, Stewart, and puts it in. Where's the defense? Where's the boxing out? Where's Tim Duncan and David Robinson? If you smell what I'm cooking. Jacques Lindell out in three-point lane, drops off to John Murray. He'll get it to Thad Young, who's quickly becoming one of the most disliked players in my chat for whatever reason. Thad back out to DeJounte Murray. 4 on the shot clock. DeJounte with a long 3. Brick City as he gets to the bottom of the rim. And the Heat will hold for the last shot with the 1-point lead. 16 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. And wow, quick backdoor layup. I was okay. I wasn't even looking at who shot that. I thought they would hold the ball. They didn't. They scored. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. DeJounte Murray pick and roll with Jacques Lindell. Drives into the paint. He stops. He throws up the layup, and it's good. And DeJounte puts up a deuce, and there's 2.2 seconds left for the Miami Heat. We're going to have a full court 3. That's going to be off the front of the rim. I think that might have been Tyler Hero threw that up. He almost made that full court 3. Spurs down by 1. You know what? We were getting crushed in the first half. I'll take it. But it is kind of deflating that we're doing this against all backups when our starters have played. Fourth quarter. Can we get some Joshua Primo for the fourth quarter? Can we get some Josh? Oh, somebody got the lead in the chat. Oh, thank you guys. We got somebody spamming. Spamming the place where I live. Ham and pork. I don't think I would ever eat. Well, I'm a pescatarian. I would not eat spam, but I wouldn't eat it even if I did eat meat. But if you guys like it, go ahead. Minor league football is back. LeBron James is in the chat with the LA. LeBron, thank you for stopping in, sir. Aren't you supposed to be playing the Warriors right now? Are you during a timeout and hopping in my chat? That's cool. Thaddeus Young not getting... Oh my gosh. No love for that in the chat. Wow. If you only knew the power of the dark side. Yeah, why not? Just like last game, Kelman start. Yes, Melistic. This is 3 games in a row. The second half, he's like second half KJ. Number 30 can't do anything. What's up, LeBron? I don't eat spam. Rich badass lady cardboard with him. He has some Filipino girl. I don't know her name. I'm sorry, but I do believe I was the first one to put people in the stream with me. I started off with characters, Butthead and a little Kermit the Frog, and I think I kind of started that. And I started doing NBA players when I originally know OBS. Bad Dog, I think, was the first one to do the girl thing. He definitely had the girl before I had Selena. I would definitely concede that. But I think I was the first one to have guest host. I think I kind of started that trend because just sitting here by myself was not fun. Although I was minorly influenced when he had the little Bert in the back. So I guess we kind of influenced each other. It was a give and take. We love yours. Wow, okay. Dude, what happened to the Selena Gomez poster? She like, yeah, I don't want to have it. People didn't want to see her every night. Plus, there's ladies in the chat. They wanted, they're like, can we get a dude? I'm like, well, what's sexier than Luka Samanic? So there you go, ladies. There's some Luka for you. He's a good-looking kid. NBA Pass, Martin. It's on NBA Pass. I like what I'm seeing with Jock. Be careful where you go with sites. I know people please don't share links in the chat, but I've gone to one once just to see what it's like, and immediately it said your IP address is being shown. I was like, I'm out of here. That's not. There's a lot of sketchy stuff out there. Drew Eubanks is back in, and the Spurs have most of their starters in. DeJounte, Bryn Forbes, Lonnie. Okay, so Pop going. Lonnie for 3. No good. I was going to say small, but he's got Drew Eubanks out there. Where's Josh Primo already? I didn't mind Selena. Luka, Edgar. Yeah. Well, let me tell you this. Here's what Pop probably thinks of him. Luka Samanic started the game. He has not played in the second half. I kind of feel for him because he can't get a rhythm. He just doesn't get minutes, and he's shown potential. He could be. I'm going to be very angry if he's a surprise cut. I'm not going to lie. Some of you have said it. Some websites have said it. Luka Samanic could be a surprise cut from the roster before the season starts. I'll be very angry. I will. You'll see a Raging Rich video. Probably my first real Rage Spurs video. Bryn Forbes for 3 after the smart miss down the other end. The Spurs retake the lead 80-78. 11 minutes to go in the game. Carlos Jeter, my man. Carlos. Thank you for stopping in. You are binging some TSR content today. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting the channel. That's a 3 for the Heat, and that is good. And another timeout. Hero with the 3, and do we have a timeout? We do. Okay. I don't know, Ballistic. Maybe Pop saw Prima go off in that first game, and he's like, I gotta, crush this kid's ego. I think Al Farouk won't be here. I mean, will be gone too. I don't have anything against him or Thaddeus Young. Somebody got to go. And if I have to choose between a guy that was drafted, like Luka Samanic, who's still young, or journeyman from another team, I'm going with my young guy. That's homegrown every time. Hey, yo, maybe I'll find Apollo, maybe I won't. Adrian! You guys mentioned Rocky, but I'm not a good... do not do Sloan very well at all. I never broke the law. I am the law. I think it's a very interesting game. Okay, I can go with that. I can see Pop cutting Luka. Seems to not like our young players. Unless you're Keldon Johnson. Devin Vassell got quality minutes as a rookie. I mean, it's rare for Spurs rookies to get 15-plus minutes a game. Devin Vassell did last season. How is Derek White doing? I mean, his drives have been good. Yeah, on and off. It's been on and off. I haven't been really watching the game to analyze anybody's play, to be honest with you. I'm just more trying to enjoy the game and call play-by-play. Maybe with Clan doing the watch party, maybe that gives you an advantage over me in the respects that you can kind of analyze more, because it's hard to analyze when I'm looking at the chat, calling the game, doing the scoreboard. You can only do so much with your brain while you're watching the game. Kelman has stepped up in this. Kelman has really kept us in the game in the third quarter. The Spurs have been struggling offensively, and I think he may have made all of his shots in the third quarter, maybe like 5 of 5. He started the game 2 of 6. I don't know what his shooting is now. Last I saw, I think he was 7 of 11, so I think he hit all the shots in the third quarter. He really stepped up. You think Samanic will play another season? I could very much see that. Yes. Luka seems really. Is that what you're getting from Luka? That he's uninterested? Wow. When you did rock just now, I was thinking of the Ninja Turtles. That first one because he did. Oh, was that Michelangelo in the first Ninja Turtles movie? I love that Ninja Turtles movie. I said yes. Derek is definitely one of the best defensive players on the team. If I was to go top 3 defensive players on our team right now, off the top of my head, I think it would be Derek, DeJounte, and Jakob. Devin Vassell definitely could knock those other 3 out very easily. At some point, I don't think he's there yet. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. I don't know. I'm scrunching my face. Pop needs to play him so he can mess up a lot and give assist. Wow, it's harsh. Bryn Forge for 3 and gets rejected. Spurs recover the ball. We have a drive to the hoop. Pass to Drew Eubanks throws down a thunder dunk of justice. Woo! With the pass from Lonnie. Oh, mama! Two-handed, don't fake the funk on the nasty dunk. Sorry about your ears. That was awesome. He threw that down with righteous authority and anger. Eubanks is right. Woo! You are a good dude and super talented. Numbers will come through. Thank you. I appreciate that. As soon as the Spurs get a superstar, the channel is going to grow immensely. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but that's when it comes to streaming. When you have a superstar, your channel grows. Carlos with $10. Keep it going, big man. Carlos, you just super chatted me the other game, man. Thank you. You don't have to keep doing that, but you did. But thank you, and my apologies to people's ears. That was awesome. That fired me up. Hopefully, that fired the team up. That was just two-hand monster power. Quick play. Man, Tyler Herro was just, you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Spurs down by 1, 83-82. Drew does play mean, and I do like that about him. I just blew my voice out that. Probably Primo going to get minimal minutes. KJ drives baseline. Throws up a crazy wild shot. Almost goes in. Gets fouled. Going to the line for 2. RIP headphone users. Yep. I'm sorry, guys. Yes, Sirski, what's going on? I'm sorry. That got me fired up, and I actually hurt my voice with that one. Zachary, I think there's going to... Kelvin's first free throw. Rattles around good. I mean, the Bulls possibly could derail, and the Nets could be in trouble with Kyrie Irving. I don't know what's going to happen with that situation. If they lose him, that's one of their big 3. Chicago does have a big 3 right now. I could see if Kyrie doesn't play the season or misses half the games and misses games in the playoffs, Kelvin makes a second free throw. He could. I mean, that could be detrimental to the team, and that's going to mess up chemistry. Nets, Spurs. I would love to see the Spurs in the finals. Thank you to everybody that's super chatted, to anybody that's joined channel memberships tonight. Really do appreciate y'all. Hero and another pull-up. This kid is on fire. And I say kid because I am old enough to be his dad. What's he, like 21, 22? I'm 44. I'm definitely old enough to be his pop. Which getting hyped is when Dustin KO'd Drew with a little bit of a travel, but no call, and misses a shot. Fish Cream Select, the stream lagged for... Really? Did I stream that? Did I? I don't remember that. Tyler Herro again in the paint. Turnaround, spin around. Oh my gosh. He is on fire. 87, 74, 850 to go. I probably yelled the most when Daniel Jones was drafted. Hate to say it, for the New York Giants. Drew Eubanks just get knocked down his duff. No call. DeJounte with an air ball. That was ugly for the Spurs. Most of our starting lineup is in there. What's expected to be the starting lineup is in there, minus Jakob Poeltl. Drew Eubanks is in there, and we're doing this against... We're getting beat by all backups. Turnover for the Heat. Kellen Johnson will bring it up for San Antonio as Drew dived to the floor for the loose ball. Kellen drives. We'll get it to Drew Eubanks, and another thunder dunk of justice! Oh my goodness! 8:10 left in the game. What's up, Rich? Can I get some thumbs up for the thunder dunk of blowing your eardrums out? We only have 113 tonight. Where are my thumbs ups at? Wow. Drew Eubanks is playing mean tonight. Derek White for 3, no good. And the rebound will go to Potter. Wow. Like, just, it's really crushing it right now with the dunks. And we have a whistle and a timeout. Eubanks. My man. I'm sorry about your ears. I get excited. But you know what? I'd rather be excited and be a fan than not excited and not be a fan. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. You gotta call it like you see it. Bro, you can never count LeBron out. No. How old is LeBron anyway? How close is he to 40? Is he gonna be 38 or 39 this season? It's amazing. Cesar Gomez, how are you doing? But LeBron, I mean, at some point the train's gonna derail, or is it? Is he gonna be like Brady and play until his 40s? Likely good for a rookie. Also, term this can maybe the. Oh, okay. It's not a Spurs game without the thunder dunk of justice. You got that right, Edgar. Tito, I'm doing great. Thank you. I am. Drew is playing bully ball. Zachary is a Giants fan, but yeah, I needed the time off. I wish I didn't tinker around with the channel and try to do weird stuff. But I wanted to put some kind of content up while I was on hiatus. But I'm back, and this is now a sports-only channel, except for the one video. I wanted to talk about my work situation and possibly doing this full-time. But a friend of mine has really been pushing for me to, I keep my job, and I have a state job, and she found she found a rapid testing thing. They said originally they weren't going to take rapid testing at my job, which means you got to go all the way up the nose. And I don't want the brain probe once a week. I don't. But she's taking a rapid test with just a little bump in the nose, and CVS does it. There's CVS's everywhere, and she's been going on her break. I was like, you know what? I think I need to do that too. But I'm going to test the waters. Where's the game? Finally, somebody asked. The game is right here. Boom! There's the game. You got a free T-shirt during commercials at a Spurs game if you can. Well, I would like a free T-shirt. I mean, this did turn into a game, Tito. It's been back and forth. The second half of the third quarter and all the fourth quarter. Lead changes, one after another. Tyler Herro has 26. I'm not shocked, Baby Rage. He's been playing. He is impressive. You got a quality young player there. One earplug in my ears. Oh, well, Michael, tell your girl Jasmine I said hi. What's up, old man? Take a look at my life. I'm a lullaby. I don't know if those are the lyrics. KJ has 21. I do like that. Let me just say this. I'm just going to say that right now. That's my boy. I'll tell you what, Josh Primo looks like he's going to get serious playing time with the Spurs. I'll get a Josh Primo jersey. I don't want to get one yet. It's a little premature. He hasn't played an NBA game in his career. He's only played the preseason. Nice defense by KJ on the inbound pass with the Heat do recover it, then goes out of play. But it will stay with the Heat. 7:43 left in the game. The Heat are up 87-86 for those that are listening only. Oh, Ryan, I just actually said it. 7:43. I was like, I was reading your mind. Mid-range is a little shaky. Devin Vassell's in the game. And a nice pick by Devin Vassell. He steals the ball from Tyler Herro. Jacques Lindell is checking in the game. Doug McDermott's in the game. Josh Primo's in the game. Josh Optimus Primo is in there. He'll be in there for the last 7.5 minutes. KJ, quick pull-up mid-range jumper. A little long. That's his first miss, I think, of the second half. But Optimus Primo is in there for San Antonio. I want to see this kid play, man. And now a defensive foul. Doug, Kellman, Primo, Yak, and Devin. Okay. The Spurs are down by 1. It's 87-86. Let me get one of those up here. I haven't done this in a while. Let's get a little, Go Spurs, go! And if you haven't hit the thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Pop would appreciate it. Pop actually could care less, but it sounded good. Tyler Herro with the ball now gets almost triple teamed. Gets into the paint, and a tough shot by Potter won't go in. Jock Lindell with the rebound. Spurs going fast break up the floor. Kelvin sprints into the paint. Euro step, and the layup. Beautiful job by Kelvin Johnson. Second half Kelvin Johnson. If we get second half Kelvin Johnson throughout the regular season, we're going to be okay. Second half KJ has been great. It's like he was like Little Johnson in the first half and Big Johnson in the second half. Shut up. Shut up right now. I'm going to shut up. 89-88. Smart with a bucket. 6.5 minutes to go. NBA TV. is where I have it. League Pass, not NBA TV. League Pass. Sorry, Team Pass. League Pass is where I have it. Jacques Lindell, Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell, mid-range jumper is good. Devin has been launching that mid-range jumper with confidence in the preseason. I do like that. If he can add inside-outside game type thing, or mid-game. He's got the outside game. Seen a little of the inside game. If we can have an inside, the whole freaking half court. Gosh, I suck. Sometimes explaining things. And now we're going to have a foul on Jacques Lindell. 6 minutes to go. Spurs up 90-89. I don't know what Pop is telling Keldon at halftime. But, all right, Jermaine, I'll show the game. Gosh, there you go. And here you go again. Jeez. Primo, Autobots transform. Hey, exactly. 6 to go. Heat ball. 90-89. In all seriousness, cannot show live footage in the United States due to copyright. Tyler Harrow with a beautiful Euro step. Loses the ball out of bounds. Wants the foul. Not going to get it. Spurs ball. Yeah, it's illegal in the United States to show live footage. You can show highlights after this fact. Yeah, Mike, that happened. But you can't show live footage during it. Heat have 16 turnovers. Spurs, I think it said, had 12. Josh Primo to the paint. Gets out to Lonnie Walker. Back to KJ. Around the world to Jock Lindell, excuse me. Spurs are just passing all around. Keldon, Euro step into the paint, misses the shot. Jock Lindell, goaltend. Ball is still on the rim. Jock Lindell is going to get called for, got to be a goaltend call there. Favorites for ever Alex Sports is David Robinson. It's the reason I am a Spurs fan and an NBA fan. Nice drive by Keldon. The ball's on the rim. And Lindell, yeah, I don't know if you can do that in Europe, but you can't do that in America. Time to play the game. Nice steal by Jacques Lindell, anticipating the pass. Spurs don't have numbers. Brent Forbes will just launch a quick three. Misses the shot. A fight for the board, and it is Heat ball. Lonnie, Josh, Jacques, Devin, and Keldon on the floor. So only one of our starters. Because Keldon's definitely going to start. Harrow for three, no good. Josh Primo with the rebound. Josh, I believe, Josh or Lonnie will be running the point at this time. Primo with the ball. Gets it over to Devin Vassell. Devin crossover. Back to Bryn Forbes. Bryn Forbes will drive baseline. Behind the back dribble. Out to Primo. Primo will start to drive into the paint. Throws it out to Bryn Forbes. Forbes drives and we'll just throw up a little layup. And it's a little jump layup. And it's good. Spurs up 92-89. 4:40 left in the game. What if you just presented to play... I just pretend to play 2K? I'm wearing Keldon Johnson, guys. I would like to get another Spurs jersey at some point this year. I have two, David Robinson and Keldon Johnson. I want to get another current player. I think I can need at least three. Or maybe get a Tim Duncan jersey since I don't own one. Nice drive and high off the glass by Smart. Smart play, 92-91. T-Mac was like on the Spurs for one season. No, he did not. This guy saw a channel streaming an NFL game. Wow, yeah, that definitely gets you banned, Ballistic. Not a good idea. I don't know how the NFL... Oh, Jacques Lindell just got whacked in the face and he's down. Jacques Lindell holding his head. I did not see what happened. All I saw was the big man crumbling. Oh, and training staff is coming out. I hope this is not a concussion type of injury. I'm assuming he got elbowed or maybe poked in the eye. Training staff is out. Jacques Lindell is down with 4:02 left in the game. Spurs up 92-91. Mino jersey? No. Scores above my head. Dang. I want to see the replay. I didn't see what happened to Jacques Lindell. Jacques with the ball, and Lonnie Walker ran into him. Lonnie Walker's left shoulder crashed into Jacques Lindell's face, and Lonnie took out Jacques Lindell. Friendly fire. Yeah, Nebraska, I got this before last season started. I had a feeling about Keldon, and yeah, I mean, I liked him little I saw during the regular season of his rookie year, and then I really liked what I saw in the bubble, and I was like, I like this kid. I'm getting his jersey. Where does Manu Ginobili tier on my list for top Spurs of all time? He's definitely top 10 and probably top 5. Tim, Tony. Yes. It's tough because I kind of have him and Tony as like, I probably will put Tim, David, George, and the top three, and then 4A and 4B, Tony and Manu. I can't really pick one or the other, to be honest with you. I know Tony had more all-star appearances, but Manu did so much for us off the bench. So they're kind of like 4A and 4B. So they're top four. And to the face. Lonnie's Muay Thai elbow. Nice. It is Spurs ball up by one, and Lucas Samanic just checked back into the game. All right. Luka now with the ball off the inbound pass, gets it to Bryn Forbes. Forbes will drive, and Forbes will pass it right to Potter, who's not on your team. Heat ball down by one. Smart starts to drive, gets to the paint, throws up a right-handed alley-oop, and it goes in. I don't know if that is an alley-oop. 3:40 left in the game. Spurs down by one. Lucas Samanic with the ball in three-point land will drop it off to Lonnie Walker. Walker to Bryn Forbes for three. And that is good. Spurs retake the lead. 95-93. Herro is back. Jock is from Australia, correct. And probably out for the rest of the game. Let's not beat up Lonnie too much. It was an accident. Another three down the other way. And wow, Struss is having a game against the Spurs. Won't count in the scheme of things because this doesn't count towards your season statistics. But he has 21 points and is 5 of 9 from the arc. Samanic takes a long three. No good. I don't know if I would have done that, bro. I don't know if I would have done that. 96-95. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Heat ball. Smart without three-point land. He just launches a long three, and it's no good. Luka with the rebound. Spurs trying to push the ball. They have Lonnie open. Luka into the paint. Luka with the left-handed shot to give the Spurs the lead. 97-96, my man. Kind of weird. Luka has like so many tattoos, but they're all on his left arm. That's another three for the Heat, and it's no good. Fight for the board, and Yurt 7 will get the ball, and hook shot is good. Channeling his inner Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 2:17 left to go in the game, 98-97. Both teams with 2 timeouts. It is Spurs ball. Lonnie Walker, crossover, drives to the paint. Passes it out to Bryn Forbes for three, and Forbes, three is good! Forbes, fourth quarter Forbes, shining here tonight, 100-98. And that's why Bryn Forbes is back on the team. Say what you will, the dude can shoot. He's probably our best three-point shooter, right? I don't know what Doug McDermott normally shoots. Drive to the paint, nice defense by the Sandwich Master, and multiple offensive rebounds for Yurt 7. And still Heat balls. The ball is just like a freaking hot potato right now. 10 on the shot clock. Pull-up three is Struss is on fire. 101-100. Heat take the lead by one. A minute and a half to go. Bryn may be our best player. Luka drives to the paint, and another layup for the big man. Luka with 2 big buckets here near the end of the fourth quarter saying, you want me on this team. You need me on this team. Max Struss with 24 points, 6 of 11 from beyond the arc, 102-101, a minute 10 to go, Heat ball. Struss with the ball again, feeling it, drives, and it's good and one. Good night, Max Struss. You are balling out. Bryn looks like Curry. I don't know if I go that far. Struss has been the irresistible force and the immovable object for the Heat tonight. I don't know anything about this dude, but he's playing well tonight. Fortunately, Luka got whistled for the foul, so the Heat looking to go up by 2. Missed a free throw and a follow-up dunk by Yurt 7 as the Spurs do not box out. A minute 5 to go. That is inexcusable to give up a dunk on a missed free throw. Josh Primo with the ball. Crossover through the legs. Back out to Luka. Luka drives into the paint. Kicks it out to an open Primo for 3. Missed the shot. Heat ball. Dang, we needed that 3. Oh, we needed that 3. A lot of pressure end of game 3, but we needed that. 45 seconds to go. 14 on the shot clock for the Heat. Up by 3. Spurs need to stop here. Nope, they'll just give up a wide open layup in the paint. And now we're going to have a whistle. Offensive foul on the Heat. Spurs will get the ball back with 37 seconds left in the game. Down by 3. Luka Doncic is on Dallas. We got Luka Samanic. There's two Lukas in the NBA. Two. Pop is still out there. He's like 72 years old. Bryn Forbes with the ball. I thought the Spurs might try to go 2-for-1, but they are not. They're just going to try to get again, they need a 3 to tie it. And Lonnie turned the ball over. And now a reaching foul by Devin Vassell. 20 seconds to go. Dang it. (105, 102, 19 seconds left, and a costly turnover by Lonnie Walker. Nice defense. I mean, that was nice defense by Stewart, but that one hurt. 2 free throws for the Heat. First one is good. 19 seconds left, down by 4. Oh, let's not beat up Lonnie because of that. Well, Luka should get a TSR tattoo. Let's not start crushing Lonnie because of that. We had many opportunities to be ahead in this game, playing against a lot of backups. No disrespect to Heat fans. Why am I don't have a clock. 16 seconds left. Primo out to Luka. Luka going to take the quick 3. Samanic showing he can ball in the fourth quarter, and another foul by Spurs. No foul. They're trying to just play full court defense. And finally fouled by Samanic. 8 seconds to go. Huge free throw, huge 3-pointer by Luka. You got that right, Carlos. 8 seconds left. 2 free throws for Max Struss. 107, 105. And these Heat guys look tired. They have an 8-man rotation. And props to them for putting up a fight tonight and winning right now. Max Struss needs to miss one of these free throws for the Spurs to have a chance. If he makes both, it's pretty much game over. 107, 105. 8 seconds to go. If you have not hit the thumbs up, would appreciate. Oh, we got a good crowd in here. We got some people coming in. If we can get to 150 thumbs up, 200 preferable, would appreciate you all, Spurs fans. If you're new to the channel, calling a ton of Spurs games, maybe every Spurs game. I'm also calling Brooklyn Nets games because they're my local team, and there are 2 former Spurs on there. So if that sounds good, I do a ton of Spurs content. Hit that subscribe and hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the chat. So, you're making them both, you butthead. Lonnie Walker will bring in it. 6 seconds. Lonnie Walker sprints. Lonnie Walker drives. Lonnie Walker misses the dunk. And that's the game. 109, 105. Congratulations, Heat fans. You played very well without most of your team. You were missing all your starters. So, Spurs fans, I don't know what to think. I'm glad Luka Samanic showed us something in the fourth quarter. He played very well the last few minutes, and Keldon Johnson was an absolute beast mode in the second half. Really brought us back into the game. So, good second half, but a bad first half. It's still a great game for the young guys. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's go over some quick stats. Thank you, Armando. Appreciate that. Hopefully, those of you who can't watch it and you're looking for kind of a radio play-by-play, but a chat to talk to, I do my best. But this is a basketball channel. 90% Spurs, 8% Brooklyn Nets, 2% United States Women's National Team. Not a good last few minutes for Lonnie Walker. We'll look at the box score, and we'll go over just the point leaders. For your Miami Heat, for you Heat fans, Duncan Robinson with 0 tonight. Markieff Morris with 5. Omar Yurtseven with 14. Max Struss with 27. Tyler Hero with 28 points for Max Struss. It just got updated. Your guards put up 54 points, just under half of your total score. We could not stop either of them. Javante Smart with 15. Micah Potter with 13. DJ Stewart with 8 for the San Antonio Spurs. May not ignore the chat too much. Bryn Forbes has been consistent in the preseason, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that, Armando. Thank you to anybody that's summing up tonight. KJ with 23, finished 8 of 13. He started the first half 2 of 6. So he finished 6 of 7. Luka Samanic with 11 points, really played well the last few minutes of the game. Drew Eubanks finished with 7 points and 8 boards, had 2 Thunder dunks of justice. Derek White with 13, DeJounte with 13 off the bench, Doug McDermott with 8. Lonnie had another rough game. Lonnie Walker, 1 of 6 from the field, finished with 2 points in 25 minutes. He's had a rough preseason. I have a feeling Spurs fans are going to start beating him up a little bit. Bryn Forbes with 16 off the bench. Thaddeus Young put up a donut. 0 points. Devin Vassell with 7. Jacques Landau with 5. Joshua Primo, 0 points. Only took 1 shot. Not getting any shots. He took took all those shots in the first game against the Utah Jazz, not shooting in this game and the last game. I don't know what's going on there, but it is what it is. But this, I'll be back live. We got the Giants talking sports with Landon. Good evening. We got the Spurs and the Magic on October 10th. I think that game starts during the Giants game, so I might only cover the last 3 quarters. It's the Giants and Cowboys. Unless it's a blowout, then I'll just cover the whole game. Hopefully it's not a blowout. But I thank you all guys for tuning in. I know it's summer league, but remember the year Bryn went off? He does have it in him. If the guy can shoot, he can. Can't get players. Will be. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Cedric. I'm not sure. I was a close game, frustrating finish, but I want to thank you guys all for being here. And yes, it is a preseason. This is just a preseason, but Luka did good at the end. He struggled a little at the start of the game. Finished very strong in the 4th quarter. I'm losing my voice, my friends. I need to get up early tomorrow too, and I appreciate all your support. I'm going to do a Lonnie Walker video this weekend. Please don't beat up Lonnie. It's the preseason. People are going to have their struggles, and he's definitely had a rough preseason so far. But thank you again. If you guys haven't hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it if you could hit it on the way out. It does help the channel. It is fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. And that's all I got. Thank you again. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Good night, and go Spurs go.